Coming to King, you best not miss.
Shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones in the building rocking out with us. Yeah, I know. Today's not one of our days where we do the show. But I mean, sometimes I just miss my people, miss rocking out with my people, right? You guys know that the schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. But today, I just felt like rocking out with my people. Some people go out of town. Some people go to the club, things like that. I rock with my people. Right? But listen, I want to talk to you guys about something today. Something it's not brand spanking new, but I want to show you guys something. Yesterday's show was a really cool show because I think with a lot of these generational gaps with women not being raised with the grandmothers that we were raised with, because you guys got to think about this. Where we got a lot of our upbringing from, right? Where a lot of us got a lot of our upbringing from, our manners and things like that, it was from our grandparents, the real grandparents, right? You guys haven't thought that we are, in the Black community especially, we are at least 4 generations away from those grandmothers. The girls who are 20 years old, they never got to see what Granny looked like. They don't know. Their last version of Granny is your mom. I mean, their moms. That's it. They didn't get to see the grannies who were really instilling morals in us and things like that. The grannies who were really saying things that meant something to us. Messages that were equipped with soul inside of them, right? Messages that came by way of love and not just emotion. Get your ignorant ass. See, Granny and them had a lot of love to give, right? Granny had a lot of love to give. And a lot of these people, they don't know what a society is without domineering force, without allowing your temper to sway you and move however it feels at this moment, right? Yesterday's show was really cool because we got to see how a lot of women react to when we convey to them what men want. There is no way at all, ladies. There is no way at all for you to get the best out of a man and you're not inspiring him and compelling him and influencing him to be the things that you like the most. I think, listen, I want to say this to the ladies, and this is why I say this is the hottest show online, because we talk about the things that really matter, the things that matter the most, but none are talking about, right? After the relationship begins, your poontang doesn't matter as much anymore. What I am saying is, you guys use your poontang to get your way. You use your poontang to do all of the talking for you that men typically have to manipulate the universe to get our way. Sweat and toil, right? Every response from you guys is your vajayjay. And it's causing you guys to become weak socially. Men, we have to maneuver through socially, right? In society, in order to get the networks that we want, in order to get things accomplished that we want accomplished. We have to, your network is your net worth. We really have to get out there and socialize with people, put up with bull crap jokes, talk to people that we know really aren't our type of people. When you guys are in all of those situations, you revert back to sexuality and let it do the talking for you. Uncomfortable sexuation, my cleavage is already out, right? Somebody talking crazy to me, then I will push the energy up off on him that there won't be any more sex in this relationship. It's what you utilize to get out of speed tickets, right? You guys have used your sexuality so much you don't know how important it is to be a human being anymore. You guys are afforded the luxury of not having to move around inside of the confines of humanity that men have to move around in all the time, which is why you guys are so easily, much more easily able to go delusional than us. We are forced to deal with reality. We are forced to deal with problems that you would only have to present sexuality to get rid of this problem. That doesn't work for us. So we really have to figure things out. We really have to fix things. Speeding ticket for you and a speeding ticket for me are not the same thing. That's why men are more advanced than women in a lot of areas, because you guys were afforded the luxury of shortcutting your way out of a lot of the things that we have to figure our way out of, a lot of the things that we have to socialize our way out of, a lot of things that we have to problem solve our way out of. And once we're doing all of these things, we're getting stronger in those areas, stronger in those areas. It's like lifting weights. The more we have to exercise these skills, the more powerful they make us be. So what does that make you when you have a shortcut that allows you to evade having to deal with problems head on? Your problem solving skills will be weak. You'll have the ability, you will have adapted a lifestyle of going delusional anytime you're confronted with something that you don't want to confront, because you usually use your sexuality to get out of these things. What we're talking about today, topic of today's show, is TANESHA'S arrest. I said all of that. Those of you who have very bad behavior and you don't really quite properly know how to behave like a lady, I'm telling you, you're not going to get a decent man. And the whole time you're not getting decent man, it's turning you into a bitter and more easily angered person, a vendetta-driven person, but you don't know that the reason that you're turning into this person is you. Your behavior is so bad to where you can't get the caliber of men who will suffice you. Men and women both require a certain caliber of partner in order for them to grow into the better versions of themselves. But when you don't have that, you can have a partner that enables you. You can have a partner who will just sit there and let you perform and behave any type of way. And if you're allowed to perform and behave any type of way, you're not growing. You're not advancing. You're not improving. You're not progressing. You're regressing. You're going back in time before the progresses that you made. And you don't know. It's why a lot of people don't like you. It's why a lot of people don't like you. It's why a lot of men don't treat you. You know what? Where is Dana's video at? I would love to have that video right now, and I don't have it. Dang it, man. This is the perfect time to... All of the phones are wrapped up. My girl Dana Dane, she doesn't often miss, but she made a statement the other day, a couple of weeks ago. She did two videos that I disagree with. One of them was, she was talking about the selection of men that are out here, right? And she said, listen, when I be telling girls don't be hoes and things like that, that's not so that they can get a better selection of men. She said, because the truth of she said, I tell them that for their own personal welfare and being, right? She said, I don't tell them that so that they can get a better selection of men, because the truth of the matter is, I'm not a hoe. I've never had a hoe phase. I'm a respectful woman, things like that. And even that does not protect me from having to date around in the same lower bottom feeding pool of men that women who go through hoe phases have to select from. And I highly disagree. We are all based, for the most part, on our performance. We are all primarily based on our performance. That's why most men probably wouldn't treat Dana the way that they would treat a bust down. Most men would probably go into a situation with Dana probably with good intentions, right? Because there's nothing about her that reeks of, I've been disrespecting my body my whole time on earth, right? So I don't know where she was going with that. I don't know. I've not seen Dana that far off, probably ever. She was basically saying the pool of men is so bad out here. I think that's what she was saying. That the women who are ghetto, raunchy, and chicken heads, stuck in a perpetual hoe phase, the good girls only have access to the same caliber of men as the lower bottom feeding women. That's not true. Dana, listen, When we sense some value in a woman, even if we cheat on her, we'll feel worse about it than we do a woman who's a bust down, right? When it comes time to break up, a man is more reluctant to break up with a valuable woman than he is a bust down. When it comes to treatment, a man will feel worse if he makes a good girl, a valuable woman cry than if he makes a ratchet ghetto chick cry. So I don't know. I've tried to process what you were saying, but no aspects of it meets the bar of logic. A person who's working 20 hours is usually going to get paid less than a person who's working 60 hours. Most of life is performance-based. So I highly disagree that a woman who is holding herself well, keeping her chastity, she's a respectful woman, she most definitely has a different pool of option of men than ratchet ghetto women who have low quality. Dana, me and you going to have to talk about this. Because maybe I don't have everything that you were trying to say, but I haven't been able to wrap my head around it. This thing is most definite. You may think that most men will treat you the same way they'll treat a bust down. Most men won't. Because for one, you're going to attract a different caliber of men. We know who we can go. If we're looking for some top for the night, we know exactly who to approach for that. If we're looking for relationships, we know who to approach for that. Trust me, ask men in your life. We don't treat women the same. There are boxes that we have for women. Some women go in the sex only box, and there's reasons why she goes in that box. Some women go in the, if it doesn't work out with us, I'm going to always treat this girl with respect. Some women go into the wife material box. So there, I can't imagine what I have said to make TikTok flag me. But who cares? But listen, what we're talking about today is, do women like men who are pushovers? What we're talking about is, do women like men who are pushovers? I'm going to show you guys a clip. Shout out to my brother AJ. Listen, AJ, I know we wasn't supposed to have a show today, but listen, when I got time, I just prefer to rock out with my people, you know what I mean? My day ones and my stay ones, opposed to get out in those streets, right? Salute, salute. My brother said just kicking it off one time. And shout out to my brother AJ. AJ supports the show perpetually. AJ makes sure that there's not a show that goes by where he's not tossing up some sort of love. You know what I mean? I don't think it breaks his fingers. I don't think it causes him to pass out. I don't think it turns his life upside down. So I don't know. That's one of my brothers who keeps this thing rocking, and I appreciate it, my guy. I want to show you guys something. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? I'm going to do it just this once. I'm going to do it just this once. I'm going to do it just this once. Flip these screens so you see what I mean. Flip these screens.
That's your citation. That's littering.
Okay. So I want you guys to see this. All right, so I want you guys to see this. What we're talking about today is, do women like pushover men? Because I wager that there's only a certain type of man that can deal with, well, let me show you. I want to show you guys something.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
I want to show you that again. She wouldn't take the ticket, so he dropped it in the car. She threw it on the ground.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that.
Yes,
Fuck off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
Mom, chill out. Mom.
I'm not
Please
just
chill
call.
out.
Yes, call.
out.
I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom,
Don't
Mom,
touch
please
me.
chill out. Mom,
Don't
please chill
touch
out.
me.
Step
Don't.
I don't mean, actually, I'm going to react to this. I want you guys to pay attention to the amount of times that the son is, Mom, please stop. Mom, chill, please. He knows his mom. He knows this woman better than anybody. He knows how far she's probably about to take this. Let's go.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Fuck off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
Look.
Mom, chill out. Mom.
I'm not
Please
just
chill
call.
out.
Yes, call.
out.
I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom,
Don't
Mom,
touch
please chill
me.
out. Mom,
Don't
please chill
touch
out.
me.
Step
Don't.
it out.
I'm
Mom,
not
please
stepping out
chill
of
out.
shit. Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking
I am the
supervisor.
supervisor.
You're
Listen at the mouth on this one. So I put a clip up, a reaction that I did to this on Facebook, and a couple of people alluded to the fact that I'm a sellout, right? They alluded to the fact that I'm a sellout because I captioned this. My behavior isn't on what the cop did. My focus was on the behavior of the woman. The caption said, "Is your wife like this?" See, people want to politicize this thing, black against white, cop against woman. We're talking about a behavior here. Let's go.
not the supervisor.
Yes, I
Call
am.
your
I am the
supervisor.
corporal.
A
Step
supervisor.
out.
I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of
Mom,
nothing.
chill out.
Get
Mom,
your
chill out.
fucking hand
Please,
off
please
me.
chill out. Mom,
Get
please
your
chill
hand
out.
off me. Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out when the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping out of
supervisor.
nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off me.
Tanesha.
Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not me.
I put the ticket in
no,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
you're
and
touching
go.
me. Give me the
All right.
ticket.
Yes.
Listen, can you imagine? I doubt that she's married, but could you imagine what living with this woman is like? This is uncontrollable. So she definitely can't control herself at home. She is in a state of being uncontrollable right now. Imagine living with her and having to deal with her every time something doesn't go her way.
Touching me forcibly, you're holding me
Because
too tight, and you're being out of line.
Get the ticket.
Y'all see
Just
this,
get the
right?
ticket. Sir, I'm sorry. Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
Stop.
Why are you holding
She's really talking to him like she's the cop. He's the pedestrian. She believes, I think, that she has the leverage, that she's running this. I want you to listen to her.
You're
and
touching
go.
me. Give me the
All right.
ticket.
Yes,
You're
do
touching
that.
me forcibly. You're holding me
Because
too tight, and you're being out of
You are
line.
ridiculous.
Y'all see
Just
this,
get the
right?
ticket. Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
Stop.
Why are you holding my arm like
Because
this?
I gave you the
Why?
ticket.
No,
She's literally talking to him like she has this uniform on. And he doesn't. She said, "No, you stop." Like she believes this. And it means she's been allowed to get away with this most of her life.
did
you
not.
proceeded
You
to throw
dropped
it-
the ticket,
I
not
put it in
me.
your car,
I told you I did
and
not
you
want it.
proceeded to
You
throw it out of
dropped
the
it.
car.
You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get your
That's
hand
fine,
off
but
of
I've
me.
asked you
You're
to step out
holding
of
me
the car.
forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to
Get
step
your
out of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
She is really talking to him like she will whoop his ass. Now, my question to you is, what kind of man could be in a relationship with a woman like this? Why are you men out there impregnating women like this? I know, because you'll sleep with anything like my low-down black ass.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Black men do better.
What was the
Mom,
matter
he
Is
with
there
you?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the
To
ticket and we can
comply.
leave. He
You
said
threw the
take
car
the
out of
ticket
the
and we
car.
can
No, I
leave.
did not. You did that.
He said
you
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
and we
at
can
me.
I
leave.
gave it to you
You
so you
threw
could
the
leave.
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
It's, no,
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of the
what?
car, littering.
Okay.
Okay, somebody said littering is not grounds for arrest, just another ticket, and she was well within her rights to demand a supervisor. If you're not listening, he keeps saying, I am the supervisor. He has 3 stripes on his arm. See, this is when black people take up for black people even when we're in wrong. I don't know if that's a black person, but I assume it is, right? Littering is not, and I agree, littering is not grounds for an arrest. But I know he said littering, but what he meant was resisting arrest. When he asked you to get out of the car from that moment and you start resisting, it's resisting arrest. He has taken it up on himself to take this past giving someone a ticket.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're
It said she is well within her rights to demand a supervisor when she's being provocatively harassed by an abusive cop. if this is a black person that's saying this, listen, if we adopt that mentality, white people will be very well justified saying we have a victim mentality. Anytime you see somebody behaving in a way that you wouldn't want to deal with, it's not being harassed. It's bad behavior.
Under arrest.
No, when
Yes, ma'am.
when your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I will
beyond that.
step out.
Step
I'm not
out.
getting out of the car. I'm with
Step out.
I'm with my child, and I'm not
I
doing
understand
that.
you're with
Call
your
your
child.
father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step
I'm
out
not.
of the
I'll
car.
step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping out.
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong, and I don't
Because
trust you.
I don't
You
trust
don't
you
have
to
to
not
hold
leave.
me like I'm not.
The man said, "What do I have to do to get you to cooperate?" He literally asked her like he's talking to a child.
Going anywhere. Where am I going
I
to
will
go?
stop holding
I'm
you
not
if
going to
you
go
step out of the
anywhere.
car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel and
car.
I will get out of the car.
This is
You're
resisting
holding me.
arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest. I'm
Because you're
not.
not
What am I
answering
under
my
arrest
order.
for? What am I
Littering.
under arrest for? I didn't litter. You
You threw
did
the
that.
ticket
No,
out the
I did not.
window.
You did that. You did that. It's all on camera.
You're
So
correct.
when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am
I'm
the
not getting
corporal.
out of the. You have a supervisor, okay?
I am the
So when
supervisor
your
on duty.
supervisor gets here,
He
then
is
I
not-
He said, "I am the supervisor on duty." And if you look, you can see the stripes on his arm. Somebody said, Carmichael, Charm City said he definitely does, and he's being understanding by waiting for his supervisor. I don't know what that meant.
I
step
am
out of
the
the
highest
car.
ranking
Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is
You heard what
someone
he
else.
said?
Not right now.
Yeah, there is.
He said, "I am the highest ranking supervisor. There is no one else right now."
You
someone
need
else.
to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your
Wait,
fucking.
wait, please, sir, stop. Stop, wait, stop. Mom, chill out. Mom, please, wait, stop, sir, please stop. Wait, sir, stop, please, stop. Wait, stop, sir, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. No, stop, please.
Now, here's my question. Why would you want to take your son through something that he will never in his life forget as long as he is alive? That is probably one of the most traumatizing moments that he has ever experienced in his life. It's probably the most traumatizing moments. He will never forget not knowing how far something is about to go with someone who he probably loves more than anybody. He's literally sounds like he's crying. See, there comes a point where there's a video that I have that went viral where a man came up and approached a woman and tried to flirt with her while her dude was standing right there. And she looked at her dude and said, "You're not going to say nothing about him trying to flirt with me?" See, she doesn't know how to protect a man. You were supposed to immediately walk away from that man that tried to flirt with you and go stand next to your man to avoid any type of him potentially getting popped up. You squash that stuff before it turns into something that can change the course of the reality of your family. You don't have to see him come over there and defend your honor. How about you nip it in the bud? And it's the same with this woman. Why would you want to be in a position to where you're having your son experience quite possibly the worst moment in his life? Okay, now we're going to do this. Now, here's the body cam. Here's you getting to see it all.
Shows Tanesha Thompson being pulled.
Now, let's see how we actually got here.
This what I've been waiting on, this body cam footage, because I know this gonna tell the story.
Hey there.
So let me know.
I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 20.
Now, I want everybody to pay attention to this. Watch how polite. You guys know if this police officer was out of pocket, I'm the first on it, right? Look how polite he's being. I want you to hear this. Give me a second. 315, definitely in the building, supporting the show, rocking out with us. Look, why was she so rude and disrespectful? Anybody can see this. See, we got to stop letting our blackness cloud our judgment of logic. What is. And we should even be willing to hold each other accountable when we're out of pocket, because that is ultimately how we get better, right? But check it out. This is his first interaction with her.
Shows Tanesha Thompson being pulled.
Now, let's see how we actually got here.
This what I've been waiting on, this body cam footage, because I know this going to tell the story.
Hi there.
So let me know.
I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 25 through there. Do you have your driver's license proof of insurance with you today?
Silence.
Look, she won't talk to him. She won't respond to him. Look how her first response to him is going to be.
Nothing.
Where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming
Home.
from?
Why?
Just
You hear what she said? He said, "Where you guys heading to today?" Home. And what did he answer?
It's not saying nothing.
where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming
Home.
from?
He said, "Coming from?" She said, "Why?" Now I kind of understand that part. You ain't got no business asking me none of that stuff where I'm coming from. And what if I was coming from the porn shop, nigga? Right? But it just goes to show she's feeling some type of way off top.
Just a
That's
question.
none of your business.
I'm sorry.
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
See, I already know how this gonna go.
It is.
Okay. Do you have your insurance?
I'm showing you that.
I'm trying to find it. That first when she said home, I already knew.
Any reason for the hurry this afternoon?
I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't even see a school.
Oh, there's a
sign.
flashing signal as you were driving through, directly on the side of the roadway.
You see his demeanor, his body language he's nice. Even with her, all of this. I already knew this before I even seen this, how she was gonna be.
Can I see your phone? That's good till March. Let me go check on your...
Listen, Smooth Butter definitely in the building. Listen, King Black said, no, these women ain't raised correctly. 1,000%. 1,000%. That is probably 80% of what we're seeing. Children being raised by unfit mothers.
license. I'll be right back with you. Y'all just stay in the car for me.
Ooh, she rolled her eye. This why I always wait for the body cam footage. 2 minutes later. Okay, so he gets out the car.
Okay, Tanesha, you'll be receiving a citation today for the speed. I just need to get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not.
It's a promise. You're not going to sign it?
No, I'm not.
That's fine. I'll just put refuse. I need to get the VIN number on the car real quick. I'll enter that. I'll print you your copy and send you on your way.
Could have ended
I
right.
want to say this. She was about to get sent on her way. On home. Tart and chitlins with that juice right next to that cornbread, hot water cornbread. Right? Right next to the pinto beans. Right? And the collard greens with the onions cut. She was this close from that. She had victory within her grasp. Let's go.
There. And he was still nice. He's like, all right, Tanesha, you'll be receiving. He ain't even like, for
Where's your
real.
registration sticker on the car?
I just bought this car, so I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Any more questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay. I told
Do you have your bill of sale with the car then?
you. No, I don't.
Okay, you should
No, I
probably carry
don't.
that with you if you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so you might need to get updated on the laws.
You might need to get updated on the laws. Girl. See, y'all forget y'all talking to human beings. That's
I'm going to openly condemn any grown men saying things like, girl. Fellas, hoping that there's not even one of you in the audience who talks like this. That is girl lingo. Leave that to the girls.
All right, give me just a second.
I'm gonna just let y'all comment and see what y'all think. And I already know. Crazy. 1 minute later. This ain't gonna end well.
All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it? Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Step out of the car.
She was just about to head back home. Everything was good. Any reasonable, decent human being could have made it home from this stop. With no effort. You wouldn't have even had, all you would have had to just be was just a reasonable person. Anybody could have survived this.
He taught her one time what to do.
Citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Don't
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
I'm not
6963.
Yes,
Step out.
I'm not
Step out. Step out.
Now,
Step out.
I want you guys to see where this thing is right now versus where it could have been. Look at what's taking place right now.
Don't touch me.
Step
Don't
it out.
I'm not stepping
Now
out.
we're here.
Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes.
Listen to her mouth. Now, my point in even bringing this clip up, the reaction that I did, YouTube, let's get those thumbs up. Let's get those likes going. TikTok, listen, Instagram, I need you guys to hit that thumbs up button, get more people into the chat. That's how our shows are popping. Hit that thumbs up, people, YouTube. But listen, this is what I'm telling you guys. This woman can't get it along with law enforcement for a brief encounter. Now, my point is, imagine being in a relationship with her. Do you think she could control herself to the requirements that any other person needs to be able to get along with her? Could you imagine being in any type of friendship? Could you imagine? This woman is on 10 most of the time of her life, probably. Say the slightest thing. I wish you would. Say anything.
See, this is what I want to say. Sometimes with police officers, they'll tell you one time and then they give you a bunch of chances. He snapped, which I hate to say rightfully so, but she was working his nerves all the way up until that. Like that went from 0 to 100 real fast, and that's why I wanted to see the beginning. Let me just shut up, because y'all gonna get mad at me for talking.
I am the corporal. Step out. Step out. Step out.
Hand off me.
Get
Get your hand off me.
You hear the son saying, please chill out, mom, chill out. He knows this woman. He knows how far she'll go. He knows she'll take it to the next level.
Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out
out.
on the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping
supervisor.
out of nothing.
Man.
If you pay attention to this, it's literally like she's done role reversals. She believes she's the police officer and he's the pedestrian.
Get your hand off
Tanisha,
me. Get your hand off
I'm not letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not me.
I put the ticket in
No,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
you're
and
touching
go.
Me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me
Because
too tight, and you're being out of line.
you are
Y'all
resisting.
see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
No,
Why are
get
you
the
holding
ticket
my
now.
arm like
Because
this?
I gave you the
Why?
ticket,
No, you
then
did
you
not.
proceeded
You
to throw
dropped
it.
the ticket.
I
not
put it
me.
in your car,
I told you I did
and
not
you
want
proceeded
it.
to throw it out of
dropped
the car.
You dropped it. You're doing
100% King Black said, and another reason is because a lot of these women don't have respect for men. They think they're above it. They were taught this. Feminism has taken these, and that independent woman movement thing have taken these women from being the all-time most valuable to being undesirable. Men treat you bad because, listen, you guys, I've said it, I don't give a damn. Turbulence, people. We don't respect you. I've seen podcasts where women say, and men, you know, they just act like they don't respect women today. We don't. This is what we've been trying to tell you. You don't want to get yourself to a place where the men view you as low value product, because they will treat you. Listen, the same way some of you guys treat that jacket that you've had for years, the same way that some of you guys treat that bicycle that you've kept outside for all, you ride it every once in a while. You're displaying what it means to you. If you are unpleasant, you will get treated of low value. If you know everything and you're argumentative, you will get treated different than good people. But you won't say that. You'll say men ain't shit because you can't find somebody. No, you can best believe it's another component to that.
Too much.
Yeah, he
I'm
snapped.
not afraid of you. Get
That's
your hand
fine,
off of
but
me.
I've asked you
You're
to step
holding
out of
me
the car.
forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step
Get
out
your
of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the car
Is there
for?
anything I
She is talking so tough to this guy, I'm compelled to believe maybe she can really whip his ass. Forgive me, Lord Jehovah. At this point, I want to know who would win. She sounds like she means what she says, and she's standing on it. Talking with control, controlling the tone of the interaction. Could you imagine being in a relationship with her? She would definitely control that relationship. I'd like to know more about her. I'd like to find out more about her. I'm stuck in a betwixt of, could there really be a man out there who would really tolerate this? If she is involved in any type of interaction with men, how could it, I don't see how she could pull it off. Because this is what you call uncontrol. She can't control herself. So even if she does have a man of value, and there's nothing to argue about right now, a person who does not have control of themselves can't control themselves when it comes time to regulate your emotions because you're about to say something smart.
can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom.
He said, what can I do to get you to comply? Listen.
No, what am I stepping out of the car
Is there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said
To comply.
You
Listen
threw
to
the
the
car out of the
son.
car.
No, I did not. You did that.
He said, is there anything I can do to get you to comply? He's begging at this point. The son is saying, Mom.
He said
You threw the ticket at me.
I gave it to you so you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
It's no,
Give
we're
me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Look, so and this is what this type of typical breed of woman does. It's what I say goes. Okay, so I guess you can give me the ticket now. Her way. You hear what he said? No, we're past that now. And I want to say this. I think one thing that is marvelous about African American people, we will tell the truth. We will call it like we see it, right? I don't see many people of other ethnicities who are condemning their people's bad behavior. Saying, you guys know what my content is. My content calls out all black people's bad behavior. So I will commend us on that. I highly, highly respect that. I highly respect even the people in the comments to where they even acknowledge that this is lewd behavior, right? I think that's big ups. I think that's bigger than the actual offense that's being committed. That we can sit here and acknowledge and tell the truth that this is unbecoming behavior.
Just step
Get
out
your
of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the car
Is there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said
To comply.
You
Listen
threw
to
the
the
car out of
son.
the
No,
car.
I did not. You.
Am I a broken man if something about this is turning me on and there's something about this that's sexy to me? Am I broken? Is it? Or is it just me? That's probably the better question. Something sexy about her. I don't know. I mean, she is attractive. She's fit. Not feminine, but yeah. She looks like the chef.
Did that.
He said
You
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
at
at me.
I gave it to you so
You
you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you.
Stefan Diggs chef. She reminds me of Stefan Diggs chef. And Stefan Diggs chef was fine.
Grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
It's no,
Give
we're
me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of the
what?
car, littering.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You are under arrest.
No, when the
Yes, ma'am.
When your colonel gets
No,
here,
we are
then I
beyond
will
that.
Step out.
We're
Step
beyond
out. Getting
that.
out of the car,
Step out.
I'm
It really kind of seems like she runs this show. Listen, my people, if you want to continue to see this, you got to come on over to YouTube on The Real Stacey Prince. I can't let my TikTok and my Instagram followers cheat us up out of kicking it with us. If you're going to kick it with us, you're going to kick it with us, right? Come on over here to the real Stacey Prince and rock out with us if you're going to rock out with us.
My child, and I'm
We're
I
not
understand
beyond
you're
that.
with
Call
your
your
child.
father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step out of the
I'll
car.
step out.
She's standing on business, though. I'm not stepping out of the car. And my thing is, you guys got to stop being so desperate. We know someone's dealing with her because she's attractive. You guys got to stop being so desperate that you're willing to put up with any type of behavior with a woman just because she's prettier than what you're used to. Because you can't grow like that. You can't morph into the caliber of man that your DNA was projected for you to morph into. Your genetics are supposed to turn you into something other than somebody who can be walked over on. You're not supposed to ever conform to bad treatment. Tolerating someone treating you in a way that doesn't make you feel good. And what do you get out of it? Access to somebody who's pretty and occasionally lets you touch their body while they're cringing beneath you. There's so many more options than that. Because what you're doing is you're practicing bad integrity. You're practicing negative self-esteem. You're actually hurting yourself. You're preventing yourself. In normal conditions, you would have to grow and become somebody who's standing on business. But the way you're doing it right now, just tolerating a pretty face, treating you bad, you're regressing and conforming to allowing people to treat you in ways that don't make you feel good. Practice makes perfect. You can get used to it.
When another officer gets here, I might
Step out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong.
Because
I don't trust you.
I don't trust you
You
to
don't
not
have to hold
leave.
me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go?
I will stop holding
I'm
you
not
if
gonna
you
go
step out of the
anywhere.
car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel and
car.
I will get out of the car.
This is
You're
resisting
holding me.
arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest.
Because you're not
what am I
answering
under
my
arrest
order.
for?
Littering.
What am I under arrest for? I didn't.
Listen, this is a police officer who is having to negotiate with her this long. Can you imagine being her boyfriend? What type of... Okay, so I'm going to backtrack. I was about to say, what kind of boyfriend would stand a chance against her if she puts this much fight up with a police officer? But here's what it is. Here's how I answer my own question. It could be the reason she's not giving that police officer as much respect as she's supposed to be is because he's not making her. I believe that this woman right here eats simps alive. They don't stand a chance. Do you know that when people throw flash grenades like those of you who want to see the show, somebody said, who's yelling? Those of you who want to see the show, come on over to YouTube, The Real Stacey Prince. This woman is probably applying her dating life to this police officer. She destroys men. If you don't have a spine, if you won't stand up and make her shrivel down, this woman is the caliber of woman whose sole curriculum is based off of, give me an inch, I'll take a mile. That's why this police officer can't get her to cooperate. Because she doesn't respect emasculated energy. She doesn't respect a man who doesn't make demands. A woman like this must be under the governing of a man. This is a black stallion. What are the other horses? What are they? These are the real crazy ones. What are they? They're usually the brown color ones. These are the ones who do all of the kicking. They ride these ones in. But she's that. She's that. See, and I do think we have to be careful putting all women in the same category. But, I don't see anything wrong with generalizing because we can come to an understanding of what type of white people are typically racist, what type of black people are typically violent, what type of, right? And this behavior is not really uncommon in the African American community. We could get into the whys of it. I'm not going to say justification, but African American women have experienced a form of treatment that no other group of women have experienced, and it did instill a significant level of psychological damage and dysfunction inside of them. So, some of it's not their fault, but the late, great Kevin Samuel said, "The world does not owe you or I any understanding. You are judged on your performance." It doesn't matter if something's wrong with you or not. If you can't get it under control, society will judge you as you are. And that's what I'm saying. Ladies, what you don't understand is if you're being used, a lot of times it's because that's what you've reduced your value to. If a man, he comes over and busts you down and things like that, he pretends like you guys got something going on. He likes you to buy him things and things like that. If you're getting used, it's because that's the primary value he sees in you. If you're getting treated badly, and being used is treated badly, if you're getting used for your money and for your resources and things like that, it's because that's the primary value he sees in you. And who's responsible for what your primary value is? Who is responsible for what the world sees as your primary value? It's you. Because, see, we feel a little bit different when we treat an amazing woman bad. We feel a little different. We feel a little different when we see tears from an amazing woman. We feel a little different. When we cheat on an amazing woman, it affects us differently than when we cheat on a bust down or when we cheat on somebody who has a bad track record, a past, right?
You did that. No, I did not. You did that. You did that. It's all on camera.
Correct.
When your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am the
not
corporal.
getting out of the, you have a supervisor.
He keeps saying, "I am a corporal. Nigga, I'm not no regular cop. Nigga, I'm a corporal." There's nothing he can do to get her to, right?
Okay.
I am the supervisor on duty.
Supervisor gets here,
He is not. I am the highest ranking supervisor. I don't have anyone else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
He
step out of
said,
the
"I
car."
don't have nobody else." She said, "Yes, there is." Like, she runs this at this point.
Stop.
Get your
Stop.
phone. Stop.
Get out.
Wait, stop, Mom, chill out,
Get
Mom.
out.
Wait, stop, sir, please stop.
Now we scream.
Get out.
Stop, please stop.
Stop.
Wait, stop.
Get out, man.
Please stop.
Get.
Wow.
Look how she's forcing them to treat her in front of her son.
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
How am I going to roll over on?
Roll over. Lower to the left.
They have her on the ground, on her stomach, like a common criminal. And the crazy part is she didn't leave them any choice. What else were they supposed to do? What does it say about you when you force someone to treat you like an animal? When all of society would even say they didn't have a choice. Where are you at when a person has no choice but to treat you like trash? They have no choice. Going through their head are all of the options, all of the ways for them to resolve this. But the only option that they can come, I'm going to have to throw her on the ground. What's going on inside of an individual like that?
Pull your hand up.
Wow. So this is where we are.
This woman is face down into the concrete, stomach on the ground, almost hog-tied. And I want to show you guys the scary part. If you pay attention, it seems this is the only part that got her attention. It seems this is the only part where they were able to get her under control. I want to show you guys this again. Those of you who want to see this, and if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you'll have to come on over here to The Real Stacey Prince on YouTube, where you should have been already anyway as a subscriber, right?
Pull your hand up.
Wow.
This is the only time we've seen her calm throughout the entire duration of this clip. That means this is what it took to get her under control. That's actually kind of scary. This is the type of woman who will poke a man. If she catches a man cheating, you can hang that up. He's getting poked up in his sleep. You can believe that. This woman was out of control.
So this is where we are.
Look, it's the only time that we see her under control. On the ground, beautiful woman, on the ground, nose touching the concrete. They're holding her down like an animal they're trying to get under control. I got to re-examine this.
There's someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your
Stop.
phone. Please, sir, stop.
Get out.
Wait, stop, Mom, chill out,
Get
Mom.
out.
Wait, stop, sir, please stop.
Now we scream.
Get out.
Stop, please stop.
Stop.
Wait, stop.
Get out, man.
Please, stop.
And I'm going to tell you guys something. He sounds like one of the more, I don't know, I guess I'll use the word decent police officers. We know most are racist, but he sounds like one of the more decent ones. And he just got an experience from a black woman that could potentially give him grounds to say, so what they say is true. It would be hard for him to not walk away from this. Like, do you know, it would be hard. Do you know, when's the last time you ever seen an Asian woman getting hog-tied and put on the ground? You don't often see it from white women. Pacific Islander women. I don't see it often from Latino women. This is common in the black community for our women to be this fired up. Well, not this fired up. I'm not going to put that lie on black women. Not that fired up. A woman like that, you cheat on her, and woe is you. You cheat on a woman like this, you're going to pay the piper. This the type of woman that will burn a whole house down as soon as she realizes that you're asleep. Is he asleep? Put a mirror up under your nose. Make sure everything is good. Make sure that you ain't incapacitated so that you feel every singe of the fire flames. Right? What could a man do with a woman like this?
Wow.
This woman reduced herself to having to get body slammed out of a vehicle. A beautiful woman. I would love, I'm gonna get an interview with her. I am going to get an interview with her. I almost want to cut this whole show off right now and do the research that I need to find out how to get in touch with her. Absolutely. Hey, you got some questions to answer? Yeah.
Over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
How am I going to roll over?
Roll over. Lower to the left. Pull your hand up.
They have this woman pinned down like an animal.
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
How am I gonna roll over on?
Roll over. Lower to the left. Pull your hand up.
Wow. So this is where we are.
All you had to do is take the ticket and leave. She's in custody.
Nah, her hair is messed up.
Sitting there looking stupid as hell. Looking stupid as hell. Basically hogtied out there while your son is in the car, belly down on the concrete, hands behind your back, talking about get my phone. Get your damn dignity. Yeah, once the viewers get that small in Instagram, we get up off of here. All right, people, it's viewership done dropped, so we're going to get up out of here. Those of you who want to rock on out with us, come on over here to the YouTube at The Real Stacey Prince. We don't do the low viewership. It's the hottest show online, people. And if you didn't know, prove me wrong.
Now we on the floor. Now we got bruises.
Yeah.
Police bruise.
Okay, I'm gonna lead you this way. And step up. And feet, knees, turn.
So you're telling me this was the only way that they could get her under control? Like literally, we all saw it. If there's another way that people, if you think they could have gotten her under control, I want you to type it down in the comments. Give me any other alternative that they could have used other than having to do what they did. I want to play devil's advocate. Tell me a more reasonable way that they could have dealt with this woman. If there's nothing, say nothing. I want to see. Her priorities are off. She can be a suitable partner if she can't even consider the well-being of her own son. I agree. Lunar J said, acting big and bad for the camera. I wonder if the behavior would be the same with no camera. Nah, brother, that type of woman right there, that's who she is. Being on Facebook Live ain't gonna juice you up that much. Probably, I don't know, probably could have did a little bit with it too. Ismail said, Prince, drink some cold water, sir. You can't be attracted to that. Yeah, she's attractive, but her attitude does make her a turnoff. .315 said that mouth got that ass arrested. We're gonna go deeper with this.
Yo, I'm going to this car back here. Face the number 11. Right there. Spread your feet for me.
Now you're going to jail. You are about to take your family through about 5 steps that could have all been avoided. Court dates and everything. Attorney fees. Are you that effed up of a person? Car gotta get towed out. I know in California it's $300 just for them to hook the tow up to your car. And if a day or two goes by, it's what is it? $30 a day. This woman has what you would call the expensive mouth. So, resisting arrest, her bond is probably going to be $750. Let's just wipe it at $700. The car being towed, that's going to be $1,000. The attorney, that's probably going to be $2,000 and $2,500, something like that. So, oh my gosh, this woman is around the $3,200 mouth. Oh, she had already gotten a ticket, so the ticket is probably, is that $75? $32.75. Probably going to get put on probation because of your mouth. She ought to get a $ tattooed on her tongue, because that's an expensive mouth right there.
No guns, drugs, knives on you, right? No guns, drugs, or knives on you. Yes or no?
Do it look like I got any guns, drugs, or knives on me?
Smart mouth, even it all the way to the end. Do it look like I got any guns, drugs?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
That's all.
Yes or no question.
I'm done.
Okay, he's in the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the trauma that boy has been through in his life? How many times she done got mad and called him a bitch? This woman just sent herself to jail when it was really just a ticket. She went from a ticket to a few $1,000s. That's wild work right there. That's wild work right there. Shout out to my girl Sweets over here. Will she ever ask herself if it was truly worth it? Listen, here's the issue with that. Shout out to Ismail. Here's the issue. A person like that can't be convinced that they're the one who did anything wrong. She orchestrated and manufactured that whole situation. You think that you can get her to say I was in the wrong? She didn't orchestrate and manufacture that situation so that she can agree that she's the one started it. She did it because that's who she is. She did it because that's who she is. Where are my show supporters at? Listen, people, you know we're doing the show on our day off, this day we don't do shows. Support the show. Let's keep this thing going. You guys see it, the Cash App at The Real Stacey Prince. How to show online, people. Right. Yeah, you know what Ismail said? This could have ended badly in front of her son. That's real too. That's actually a very realistic reality. What? Two people treating each other like SHIT, but one has power? No, we got to get up off of the black victim card. That woman left, though. I can't even think of another choice that she could have given them people to where they could have treated her better. They would have had to basically get on their knees and blow her. Like, But see, here's what I want to address. We did just see that woman absolutely lose her mind, but here's what I want to talk about. Black people are messed up, and terrible things are done to black people in America. We live with the spirit of being dominated on top of us. We know that we are a conquered people. We know that if we even start building an infrastructure to where we could defend ourselves. Jam Master Jay, I think that was the No Fucking Around Coalition. They built a coalition that protects blacks from racism and racial violence and things like that. The FBI came in and said he pointed a GUN up at the sky where they were at, and they dismantled the whole thing. Took them all to jail, broke the group up and everything. This was, 2 years ago? Black people live in a constant state of being conquered and dominated. You don't believe me? And I'm not making any excuse. You know me better than that. But what I'm saying is, a lot of us are messed up. That's the only thing that you can garner from her behavior. She's messed up. A lot of people say black people, victim mentality and this and that. When we list our complaints of what we experience in America that does mess us up and cause us to have dysfunction to this degree inside of us, they say victim mentality and this and that. What I have come to understand is white America does not want to acknowledge what black people have to go through living in America. Nobody wants to acknowledge it because they would have to say that they'd have to admit we're being treated bad here. For those of you who would say, oh, if I got a job, you could get a job, or this victim mentality. Right now, African Americans in America are having to endure a white man going state to state, city to city, walking up on people who have not bothered him and calling them niggers. And white people are supporting him. In 2026, black people are having to endure a white man walking around and walking up on random black people calling them niggers. And America supports it. America supports it. And that's for all of you who suggest that we're just making up what we have to go through. We're not just making this up. In 2026, one of the most popping trends is if white people get online and talk badly about black people, their pages will garner massive followings. So what we say we have to endure here in America, it is true. It's very visible. For no reason at all, there's a white man walking around America, walking up on random black people and calling them nigger for no reason, in hopes that he can get them riled up so that he can pop them with his firearm. Why are we having to deal with that? What has any African American done to justify having to encounter this type of treatment? Ask yourself, if you were a different race and it was known nationwide that there's a famous guy who walks around from state to state, city to city, racially attacking the people of your ethnic group, and nothing's being done about it. Society champions it. They say he's raised $170,000 on his bond. We black people, we do live in that racist America that we've been telling you guys we live in. And so yes, black people are messed up. We have no choice but to be messed up. This would happen with any race of people who have experienced the treatment that African Americans have experienced. I thank God mine isn't worse than what it is, because I know that I'm messed up. I know I have issues. I've experienced things that were systematically set up for me to have to go through. Things that would otherwise tarnish a young, developing white young boy. They would tarnish his innocence. So while you guys know I do condemn the behavior when black people are out of line, there's definitely a reason why we project a lot of the dysfunction that we do. You're talking about a group of people, a group of conquered people who live in a country that does not love them, who live in a country that does not protect them. Do you know what feeling like you belong to something means? To be a part of something? African Americans live in a country that they are not a part of. African Americans live in a country that does not support them and that does not belong to them. We are here as a conquered people, a punching bag, if you will. And so the trauma associated with all that you have to endure being black in America is going to affect you. You think our women got like this just... Listen, I want to see what somebody says. I got a question. I got a question. Somebody tell me how you think the ways of dysfunction that we see in African American women today. Somebody tell me how you think they got like that. I'm going to read them. I want to know. How do you think African American women got like this? Do you think they just, were born and all of them adopted the same type of behavior, state to state, city, state to state, city to city? How do you think African American women got this way? See, men like myself, we don't see things like this and try to make an excuse for it. We tell the truth. No, this is real. That was bad behavior. But we also know where the behavior comes from. Most of the cases. There are some cases where a person is just misbehaving. But who doesn't know that black people are messed up? Who doesn't know that? Most of the greatest art that you get from us, most of the greatest entertainment that you get from us is a transfer of the dysfunction that is in us. All of the greatest music that Sean Puffy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, Combs gave us that changed our lives for the better. R. Kelly, all of the amazing music that helped us get through the toughest times. They were able to create that amazing music by way of the dysfunction that is in them. Their dysfunction is what helped them make music that seemed astonishingly abnormal to us, out of this world. They think different than you because they've been through different things than you have. Their artistic displays are different than some people's artistic displays because they've been through what a lot of people haven't been through. Why do you think white Americans love rap music? Because what they're seeing is a painting. This is why they love to listen to black music, because it gives them a glimpse of how we got the way that we are. When we're talking about, I ran through the alley, tripped over a trash can, nigga started busting, hit me in the ankle. They love that, like, oh, that's how they got how they are. Or that's what they go through. Prove me wrong. Yoli said black people are cursed. That's the truth. It's the truth. Now, I don't want to get on the biblical aspect of it, but we all know that that's true. God, we turned our backs on God, and until we turn back, the Bible says we will be living up under such a curse. But who said something that I wanted to tack on? Lunar J said black women adapted these ways from white women. Yes, a lot of that came. I think that was the snowball as it was being packed and formed right there. They turned on their men in a way that is only can be identified as what we saw in white women doing to white men. Independence, feminism movement, all of that. Emulation of their white feminist counterparts. That too. It looks empowering. But I'll say this. Black women are messed up, man. Do you think a person in their right mind would allow themselves to get pregnant by 3 different men? Do you think anybody in their right understanding would let people just nut in them casually, you know something has to be wrong. Even if nothing else, at that particular moment, that person is incapacitated. And our women seem to do it on a very regular basis. On a very regular basis. I agree with that, Yoli. It's a part of our punishment from the Most High. I agree, but we can all do better too, or else he wouldn't have told us if when we return from our sinful ways that he'll forgive us. So that means we must have the ability to turn from our sinful ways. I gotta play this through its entirety.
Shows Tanesha Thompson being pulled.
Now, let's see.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the
Look
car.
how she threw it out. Look how she threw it out.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that.
Yes,
Fuck off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step
out.
out.
Look,
Mom, chill out.
He told the cop, get the fuck off of my car.
I'm not just call. Yes, call. I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom,
Don't
please
touch
chill
me.
out. Mom,
Don't
please chill
touch
out.
me.
Step
Don't.
it out.
I'm
Mom,
not
please
stepping
chill
out of
out.
shit. Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking
I am the
supervisor.
supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes, I am.
Call your
I am the
supervisor.
corporal.
A
Step
supervisor.
out.
I'm not
Step
stepping
out.
out of
Mom,
nothing.
chill out.
Get
Mom,
your
chill out.
fucking hand off
Please
me.
chill out. Mom,
Get
please
your
chill
hand
out.
off me. Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out when
out.
the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping out of
supervisor.
nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off me.
Tanesha.
Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
Let you littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not me.
I put the ticket in
No,
the car.
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your
not
copy.
me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
You're
and
touching
go.
me. Give me the
All right.
ticket.
Yes,
You're
do
touching
that.
me forcibly. You're holding me
Because-
too tight, and you're being out of
just
line.
get the ticket.
Y'all see
Just
this,
get the
right?
ticket. Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
Stop.
Why are you holding my arm like
Because
this?
I gave you the
Why?
ticket,
No, you
then
did
you
not.
proceeded
You
to throw
dropped
it.
the ticket,
I
not
put it in
me.
your car,
I told you I did
and
not
you
want it.
proceeded to
You
throw it out of
dropped
the car.
it. You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get
That's
your hand
fine,
off
but
of
I've
me.
asked you
You're
to step out
holding
of
me
the car.
forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step
Get
out
your
of the
fucking
car.
hands off
Step
me.
out of the car.
No, what am I stepping
Mom,
out of the
you
car
Is there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the
To
ticket and we
comply.
can leave.
You
He
threw
said
the
take
car out
the
of
ticket
the
and we
car.
can
No, I
leave.
did not. You did that.
He said
you
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket
and we
at
can
me.
I
leave.
gave it to you
You
so you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's on
ticket.
your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
No,
Give me the
we're
ticket.
past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step
For
out of
what?
the car, littering.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when
Yes, ma'am.
If he just
when your
grabs a code,
colonel
please
gets
leave.
No,
here,
we are
then I will
beyond that.
step out.
Step
I'm not
out.
getting out of the car. I'm with
Step
my
out.
I'm with my
God,
child,
bro.
and I'm not
I
doing that.
understand you're with
Call
your
your
child.
father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step
I'm
out
not.
of the
I'll
car.
step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping out.
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong, and I don't
Because
trust you.
I don't
You
trust
don't
you
have
to
to
not
hold
leave.
me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going
I
to
will
go?
stop holding
I'm
you
not
if
going to
you
go
step out of the
anywhere.
car.
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel, and
car.
I will get out of the car.
This is
You're
resisting
holding me.
arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest. I'm
Because
not.
you're not
What am I
answering
under
my
arrest
order.
for? What am I
Littering.
under arrest for? I didn't litter. You
threw
did
the
that.
ticket
No,
out the
I did not.
window.
You did that. You did that. It's all on camera.
You're
So
correct.
when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am
I'm
the
not getting
corporal.
out of the. You have a supervisor, okay?
I am the
So when your
supervisor on duty.
supervisor gets here,
He
then
is
I
not-
will
I
step
am
out of
the
the car.
highest ranking
Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
Yeah, there is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Stop, wait, stop. Mom, chill out. Mom, please, wait, stop, sir, please stop. Wait, sir, stop, please stop. Wait, stop, sir, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. No, stop, please, I'm scared.
Shout out to Lewis over here for dropping the $15 cash app on us, my brother. Oh, hold on. I don't know where my manners were at. I don't know where my manners at. Listen, we got to drop bombs. Listen, ZF. So over the course of the 4 years that we've been doing this show, you can look all through the comments. And those of you who have been rocking with us, for any amount of time. You know the show has hot content, right? I like to view this as a channel of substance and quality, right? If you look all throughout the comments, people have often said, how come this channel isn't as bigger than this? Some people would say, how come this guy doesn't have 1 million subscribers yet? And things like that. Listen, ZF. I don't know. I'm surprised I didn't call ZF. So we had some things done. And I am beyond. Now, I'm a little bit hurt because there's a thing that I hadn't been doing. I just didn't know any better, I guess. And me being who I am, a lot of the mainstream content creators, I hear things about what people say about me. A lot of them didn't want to see me reach a certain level, so they wouldn't. I've even reached out to a couple, you know what I mean? But there was a thing that I've been doing the whole 4 years. I'll just say it like this. We had somebody sweep through the channel, and we found out why the channel isn't as big as everybody knows it's supposed to be. There's a thing that is responsible for 70 to 80% of the growth on everybody's channel. There's a thing that people do on these channels, a setting that is supposed to be set in a certain way, that is responsible for 70 to 80% of the growth on your biggest content creators platforms. The percentage of that was taking place on our show, 5%. 5%. We were initiating a thing that is responsible for 70 to 80% of the growth on a YouTube channel. We were initiating it at an effective level of 5%. Well, 5 to 8%. So listen, we're definitely going to throw a show party next Friday or next Saturday. We're going to do some celebrating. We're going to do some things because we finally have everything that we need to push. Those of you who have been rocking with us, stick around for the next 30 to 90 days. You're going to see a dramatically different layout, right? I'm disappointed, I'll be honest, because I feel as though I got cheated out of, the show's been going for 4 years. I feel as though we got cheated out of 4 years of this show being as big as it could be. There's nothing I could do about it. I didn't know, right? But you guys stick around. We are definitely about to have the channel. Some of you guys have been supporting the channel as it is for months. Some of you for years. Probably in hopes of seeing it go to where you knew it should be. The next 30 to 90 days, we are going to see it. In the next 30 days, you're going to start seeing the transition, right? So I appreciate all of you who have been rocking out with us, you know what I mean, for a duration of time. Rocking out, sticking by the channel when we're going live, right? Through whatever it is. I rock with you guys like you rock with us. I can't believe I almost forgot that. I've been on Cloud 9 a little bit. Some of it's depressing because we went probably 3 years longer than we should have had to without this channel being where we know it's supposed to be. But there's another part of me that says, out of all of the things that you did, at least we know where we were in error at now. So shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones who have been rocking with us. Yoli said, this is hard to watch. HFC said, on the side of the street is not the place to fight your case. She's low IQ. Okay, got you. Listen, we're going to set it off Saturday. Like this coming up Saturday, we're going to set this joint off. I'm going to invite people over, and we're really going to, we're going to be live. I'm going to have some of the people I kick it with over here. You guys don't know we have another station over there when guests come in and things like that. But you guys have yourselves Have your beer already where it needs to be. Have your drink already where it needs to be. We're definitely going to set it off on Saturday. That's going to be our little kickoff party, right? Right. ZF said, what was her end goal? Getting out of the car, getting out of the ticket wasn't like, where did you think that was going? Most of us say the current direction I have this vehicle headed in, is it a good or bad thing? Right? I'm wondering, did she say, if I keep going in the direction I'm taking this thing? Yeah, and that's actually a good question, ZF. I don't know what she could have been asking herself. The question that I have this situation headed in, where is it likely to end? We know she couldn't have been rationally thinking like that, though. See, I believe this. I believe inside of dysfunction, there is an isolated area where people aren't thinking but just acting. They're acting. Shout out to sower a seed in this situation. The question I have is, what is the origins of this hatred towards men and male leadership? Unless and if your name is Pookie Rere. Well, I think that's coming from a more natural place inside the confines of humanity to go as far as you're allowed to go, right? And once women got some assistance from the government to poke the chest out a little bit beyond what they were thinking inside of their heads, then they went further. It went further. I'll go so far as to say this. The women who have their men, they live better lives than the women who don't. I mean, we all know that. Are there some isolated incidents where that's not true? Yes. But for the most part, the women who have their men live better lives than women who don't. I would have sided with her if the cop had have been in line, out of line or anything, but I can't see any other way. I think he might have been a rookie because some of the things that he did were not the procedure. Because for a ticket, I think he said some things wrong. I don't think he did as much wrong as he said. I think when she threw that ticket out, maybe he should have threatened her with obstruction of justice. Maybe tried to get her to pick the ticket up or something. Or here's what I think the proper procedure would have been. When she threw that ticket out, to hit her with a littering ticket. That's what the proper procedure would have been. Because then you leave it up to her to not show up for both of those tickets. And that's when warrants get issued and she's likely to go to jail, right? But I do also understand that was well within his degree of authority to view it as some sort of disorderly conduct or... See, because the thing with resisting arrest, I've always had an issue with the way that's worded. Don't I have to be under arrest or in the process of getting arrested to resist arrest? Right? So I think that instance probably should not have escalated past another ticket or even 2 tickets. if you think about it from a logical and legal perspective, I think he just shouldn't have told her that she was going to jail for. What is it that he said she was going to jail for? It wasn't resisted. Was it resisted? Did he say that? I know, yeah, you just probably shouldn't have did more than gave her two more tickets. I'm going to go ahead and play. Yeah, I agree with that, Mr. J. I agree with that. You too, Yoli. Yeah, he said it wrong. He should have hit her. Yeah, I agree, ZF. That is what he said. He said littering, which is another ticket. But I will say this. She created the whole situation. I guess we can leave that at there. I want to play this one all the way through without stopping it.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Shows Tanesha Thompson being pulled.
Now, let's see how we actually got here.
This what I've been waiting on, this body cam footage, because I know this is going to tell the story.
Hi there.
So let me know.
I'm Corporal Morgan with the Hearst Police Department. Reason why you're getting stopped, you were just driving through a school zone going 40. It's a 25 through there. Do you have your driver's license proof of insurance with you today?
Silence, not saying nothing.
Where y'all heading to this afternoon?
Home.
Coming from?
Why?
Just a
That's
question.
none of your business.
I'm sorry?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
See, I already know how this gonna go.
It is.
Okay. Do you have your insurance?
I'm showing you that.
I'm trying to find it. That first one, she said home, I already knew.
Any reason for the hurry this afternoon?
I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't even see a school zone.
Oh, there's a flashing signal as you were driving through, directly on the side of the roadway.
You see his demeanor, his body language ain't even, he's nice. Even with her, all of this. I already knew this before I even seen this, how she was gonna be.
Can I see your phone? That's good till March. Let me go check on your license. I'll be right back with you. Y'all just stay in the car for me.
Ooh, she rolled her eye. This why I always wait for the body cam footage. 2 minutes later. Okay, so he gets out the car.
Okay, Tanesha, you'll be receiving a citation today for the speed. I just need to get a signature from you. This is not an admission of guilt.
I'm not.
It's a promise. You're not going to sign it?
No, I'm not.
That's fine. I'll just put refuse. I need to get the VIN number on the car real quick. I'll enter that. I'll print you your copy and send you on your way.
Could have ended right there. And he was still nice. He's like, all right, Tanesha, you'll be receiving. He ain't even like, for
Where's
real.
your registration sticker on the car?
I just bought this car, so I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Any more questions?
I'm just asking.
Okay. That's all.
Do you have your bill of sale with the car then?
No, I don't.
Okay, you should probably carry that with
She said, any more questions? Like, shut up, nigga.
you. If you're not going to display your registration sticker.
Well, I wasn't told that, so you might need to get updated on the laws.
You might need to get updated on the laws. Girl. See, y'all forget y'all talking to human beings. That's,
All right, give me just a second.
I'm going to just let y'all comment and see what y'all think. And I already know. Crazy. 1 minute later. This ain't gonna end well.
All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, You don't want to take it?
No.
Well, it's going to take it because it's your citation. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Step out of the car. He taught her one time what to do.
Citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
Don't
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Off my
Step
car.
out.
I'm not stepping
Step out.
I'm not
6963.
yes,
Step out.
I'm not
Step out.
Don't
Step out.
Don't touch
Step
me.
out.
Don't touch me.
Step
Don't
it out.
I'm not stepping
Now
out.
we're
Shit.
here.
Call
Step
your
out.
motherfucking supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
You're not the supervisor.
Yes.
See, this is what I want to say. Sometimes with police officers, they'll tell you one time and then they give you a bunch of chances. He snapped, which I hate to say rightfully so, but she was working his nerves all the way up until that. Like that went from 0 to 100 real fast, and that's why I wanted to see the beginning. Let me just shut up because y'all gonna get mad at me for talking.
I am the corporal.
A
Step out.
supervisor.
Step out.
Big.
Step
Get
out.
your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step
Step
out
out.
on the supervisor.
I
I'm
am
not
the
stepping
supervisor.
Out of nothing.
Ma'am.
Get your hand off
Tanisha.
me. Get your hand
I'm not
off
letting
me.
go.
You littered. You
I
dropped
am
the
not.
ticket, not me.
I put the ticket in
No,
the car
you dropped the
because
ticket,
that's your.
not
I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something here. ZF, I need you, bro. I'm going to do something. I'm going to flip an opinion on this. Where's ZF at? My brother. The heck? What you got going on over there, man?
Oh, I'm sitting here watching the Dodger game. You know me, they're up 6-2.
Okay. Listen, have you been listening to this woman?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit you with something, brother. I'm about to nudge your intellect a little bit. See where this goes. I want to say something too to a lot of people. You guys have seen people have me on their platforms, and they have certain people on their platforms. It's because certain people value and are intrigued with the intelligence level of certain of other people's, and they like to get their input and breakdown on things because it usually lands in higher learning, right? And I'm a huge fan of doing things that cause a person's intelligence to peak. Now, my question to you is this, brother. This woman, well, let me play a little bit.
Copy.
You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me.
Take the ticket
you're
and
touching
go.
Me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me
Because
too tight, and you're being out of line.
you are resisting.
Y'all see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop.
No,
Stop.
Why are
Get
you
the
holding
ticket
my
now.
arm like
Because
this?
I gave you the
Why?
ticket.
No, you
Okay.
did
You
not.
proceed.
Now I'm about to say something it's going to be thought provoking. It's going to, at the bare minimum. ZF, my question to you is this. Do you see the aspects where it is possible that a woman like this can propel a man to success? I don't believe that this is the type of woman who will sit back and watch a guy play a video game all day. I think this is the type of woman who she's going to do some pushing.
Yeah, but she doesn't know how or when to push. That's the problem. It's not the pushing itself.
I think what I'm saying is she's a filter. When you go through her, there is not going to be a lot of mediocrity that is allowed, probably. I don't know. Maybe she dates Pookies. I don't know. But a woman like this, I could see how she could help. Do you kind of see where I'm going with this? Like, I don't think that she would, I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. I don't think she would tolerate a lot of the things that me and you don't even believe in. I don't think she would tolerate a man sitting over there playing the video game all day long. I don't think she would tolerate a man not trying to do something. right? What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so I see where you want to go with this, but
He
there's
said,
also
"Where you trying to do something?"
I get it. You're trying to be positive about her personality.
He said, "You're trying to turn nothing into something."
I get what you're trying to do.
Okay, let me say it like
The
this.
video.
Do you believe that it would be hard to be a failure if you were in a relationship with this woman?
No, because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing.
No, but you
That's my
might.
point.
I'm talking about
It's
your
not-
dream. If she saw you slacking on your dream, or just whatever. Let me take that back. I want the question to stand as it is. Do you see now? Rock with me now, Zia. Let's be real now. Do you at least see where she's probably the type of woman who's probably not okay with failure in a man, laying around and all of that stuff?
Right. I get what you're saying, and it could be a positive if she knew what she was doing, right? But she doesn't know. She has no discernment on when to push back or when to push. Period. Her son is in the.
I want to know more about her. I really do. I'm going to find her. I got to have this interview because I want to know who she really is. Oftentimes, we find out something wasn't like we think, and she's very outspoken. She definitely has leadership qualities because she's an a-hole. She's an a-hole. ZF, you're an a-hole.
I will give her that for sure. But see, the thing with leadership is you have to lead by example. And she's setting a bad example. The matter of fact, I don't know if it still is, but when I went through the Army's primary leadership development course, which is the first leadership course you take in the Army when you're a E4 looking to get promoted to E5, the motto of the entire school is lead by example.
I got that, but we're going around that. We're talking about, and listen, I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm just dropping this thing through the filter of two intellectuals to see what is the result at the end once we get done dissecting it. But what I'm saying is, I don't think this woman would let a guy be a piece of shit. Do you agree with that? I don't see it. They would be banging.
I agree with.
Okay. Now my next thing.
It could be a positive if she used it right.
But okay. Here's the thing with that. So Javante Davis, he knows he needs therapy. He says he's got a lot of hurt and a lot of things and stuff. He knows he needs therapy. He said, but the reason that he's going to retire, he says he knows once he gets therapy and he gets healed, he said he's pretty sure it's probably going to take some of the fire out of him that allows him to win. Now, if we tamper with, same with her, if we tinkered it, that thing that's inside of her, if we tinkered with it enough for her to be able to do it at the right times and things like that, I think it'll throw the whole thing off. And I think, because the only thing you would be able to do with her, we know the right thing to do is to show a person how to emotionally regulate, right? We know that. But with a person like this, man, you could probably only... she gonna be either or. Either she gonna be lit or she ain't. She ain't gonna be the in-between.
See, here's the thing though, Stacey. You don't have to tinker with it, or you don't have to take it away. You have to mold and sharpen it, right?
Okay, hold on. Now, here's where we're gonna get down. Give me the instructions on how to mold her down. Give me the steps.
One, she needs to learn situational awareness. Two, she needs to know when and where to put all that.
Hold on, you can't do it like that. You said she needs no situational awareness. Give us a little bit on that.
Okay, her son is in the car.
Right.
There's a cop. She's interacting with a cop with her son in the car.
Right. I got you.
Like it or not, she put her son in danger, and he's the level-headed one in the whole fucking situation.
And not even an adult, 16 years old, and outperforming her in life at that moment. But what's what I'm saying. What's the next one you said?
Okay, So
You said
the next thing you
situational
do-
awareness, and then
right. So the next thing she needs to learn is how to do it properly, because she's using attitude and anger, right? That only works when you're being confronted. That cop wasn't confrontational with her. He was civil. He wasn't overly nice,
right.
but he was civil, right? She escalated that shit. So that she needs to learn how and when to use all that, because every situation doesn't need it. All she had to do was
You basically saying
she's
she
not
needs a
required-
certain type of man who would condition her a certain type of way.
No, she not even that. She needs leadership training if she's going to do all that. But here's the thing, right? She doesn't have to, like, when she didn't answer his questions about where she was going and all that.
I know she didn't have to.
But
I
it's
agree
the way
with that.
she answered it.
I agree with that.
It's the way she answered it.
It created the ability for conflict.
Right. She created the entire conflict. You know what I mean? When all she had to do, it's a ticket. Fight it in court. You can't fight a ticket on the side of the road. You're gonna get the ticket.
Okay, so here's my question to you. I want to ask you, this way that African American women are, and we know when we say this way, we know. I want to ask you. We know it's bad, and yes, you should be held accountable when you demonstrate it. We know all that. You know me.
Right.
My question to you, how did they get this way? Did they just come out of the vagina, state to state, city to city, and develop all of the same behavior?
No, absolutely not. She followed it. She got that way and learned that from people who she deemed masculine, when it's really when it was really fragility, right? She deems, like a lot of women do, she deems aggression as masculinity. Masculinity isn't necessarily
Hold on,
aggressive.
what you talking about, Ziff? I'm talking about black women.
Yeah. I'm talking about this one in particular, but a lot of
I'm asking you, like, black women. We know this is black woman behavior. We know this stuff. We know what we talk about when we say black women behavior.
Right.
My question to you, we know they didn't just fall out the coochie and all develop the same dysfunctional behavior.
Someone told them that this shit that this is what men do. Because you notice she's
Hold on.
she's trying.
ZF, you're saying they do it because somebody told them it's what men do?
Yes, that's why they look for men with
that ain't it.
These aggressive. No, okay.
Black women got
Wait, hold on, Stacey. Let me cook for a hot second. We've already established over numerous shows that these women think that this aggressive type shit is masculine, and that's why they are attracted to the men that they are. Right?
What? It's not making any sense. You're saying we've already established that these women are attracted to masculinity, and therefore that's why they act masculine?
No, I said that's what they think masculinity is.
I'm talking about, why are they behaving the way they're behaving? Why?
Because they
this broken, dysfunctional behavior of black women, where do you think it overall came from? When did it start? Where did it come from? This dysfunctional
when they started
behavior.
trying to be us. When they started trying to be us.
Well, I think it started way before that, but I agree with you still too. I agree with what you're saying. But man, I'm telling you right now, I tell people often, bro. Of course, we know the 1940s, 60s feminism movement. We know that, of course, right? But that wasn't a nuclear bomb. It did damage, but it wasn't a nuke bomb. I think, man, where the damage came from in the black community, man, listen, was that 1980s crack epidemic, man. I saw it in detail, in like chess pieces being moved. I saw it taking place and where it took place at, what ended up happening in that place. Like, I saw decimation, bro. I'm talking about people who used to be school superintendent. Hey, Miss Smith. Like, and so then our morals started deteriorating. our morals started deteriorating. And then the crack epidemic, it swept the fathers up out of the house. And in a lot of cases, the mothers out of the house too. And if the mothers weren't swept out of the house, there's tricking on the streets for the work. You know what I'm saying? And then now what you have is kids raising kids. Yeah, they got the mama house and they on hood and stuff like that, but mama always out in the streets. These people in here eating jelly out the can, there's a lot of dysfunction that came by way of this thing that affected generations. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. And honestly, I know you recognized that feminism was part of the problem. I think it's a bigger part of the problem than you're giving it credit for.
No, I'm saying it hadn't got to blossom. We got to see the crack epidemic repercussions blossom immediately. I do get what you're saying. The feminism, that created a mindset, which is also generational. It created a mindset. But I don't think they would have been as susceptible to it. They wouldn't have even got enough opportunity to practice feminism if they hadn't have got separated from us as soon as they did, because we would have still been the guidance over them. When we saw her reading that magazine over there promoting feminism and stuff like that, we would have snatched the magazine, and it'd have been a lot of that, man. It'd been a lot of correcting. A lot of things wouldn't have even got filtered through to them because we would have been there. But what I'm saying, man, what that crack epidemic did, man, it really did. It separated people, man. We talking about people who might have been married for 15 years. Now the husband in jail for 10 years.
Right. No, I'm saying it absolutely did.
Listen, and when the dad gone,
I lived through it with you. I'm actually a little bit older than you, Stacey. I lived through it with you.
Listen, when the daddy gone, once the daddy get locked up and the mama out there, she's still tricking off or doing whatever it is. I have heard. I know you have. You from LA. You from Cali. I knew it happened where I'm from, but on a smaller scale. They told me out here, when it hit out here, moms were taking their 11-year-old daughters and pawning them off to the dealers for like an hour to have his way with them in order for exchange of that substance, man. Man, these people messed up, bro. Now, that woman right there, I'm not saying she experienced any of that. I'm saying, what if she was raised, it's generational. It went down the line. There's somebody in her family who adapted that broken black people behavior. And I want to say this too before I give you the mic. I don't usually say the 1980s crack epidemic. I usually say the 1980s crack epidemic with the assault from the music industry on top of it. That was like the nail in the coffin right there, bro. You see, they ain't even giving many men deals anymore. They want to keep flooding our community with the sexy reds and all of that stuff right there. Think about it. Women are like the artists now.
Yeah. Well, okay. So those stories you're talking about, I heard about them. I didn't see them. Right? Now, I've seen grown women do some stuff. But that part, I heard you hear a story here and there, but no one really wants to talk about it because even the dealer don't want that out because
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
and listen, all of the women who was tricking, we talking about women who we always respect. Hey, Miss Sonia. And now they say, hey man, they say Miss Sonia mess around now. Now we getting head from her, even if we don't slang. I know instances of ninjas who don't slang, who would go to some of the partners they went to school with, maybe cop a 30, 40 piece or something like that, and use it to trick off with women with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I have seen.
So we messed up, man.
So back in the day, we used to have these things called double ups, where you ain't smoking, but you trying to pull
come up
real quick. Or
you got $25. You want to try to see if old boy look out, so you double it up, get you 50.
Yeah, no, like that wasn't even a lookout. That was standard practice.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. If you go to the plug and be like, look, I got $50, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my
give you a gram.
and he'll take your 50 and give you 100 worth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So and so yeah, that was always a thing. And if you wasn't smoking, you wasn't really a dealer, but you came across a little something, Like, yo, I'll do this for $30. You go to Buddy, be like, yo, let me get here's 15, let me get 30. And he knew what you was doing, so he chipped you off. And then next thing you know, you walking around with your nutsack a little lighter.
Listen, man, don't you know that around 29% of the African American girls in the African American community report being, you know what I'm saying? Man,
Yeah.
listen, what I'm telling you is, bro, you got to understand.
And the black community hides it too damn much.
Yeah, and that is a problem because I guess because of the stereotype
look at
that
Long.
don't happen in the black community. You know what I mean? We've always carried
dude.
that stereotype.
Dude. Look at Eddie Long, pastor. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And everybody.
Hey, what did they call him?
People knew what he was doing.
What did they call him? The power bottom?
No, he was the one touching little boys.
Oh, you talking about Eddie Long? I was talking about TD Jakes.
Yeah.
They called TD Jakes a power bottom.
That's a whole nother story. Take that. The TD stand for take that. Because he was up at the Diddy party. But no, everybody knew, like not everybody, but people knew what Eddie Long was doing, and they covered for him to the day he died.
Hey, I don't want to agree with you on that. It hurts me to agree with you, man. But those type of secrets, I hate to agree with this, man. I hate it. What you're saying is true. Like, we have covered up things in the black community, stuff like that, because we always looked at like white people was sick for that type of stuff. But somehow that stuff started happening in the black community, man. Like,
yeah.
But listen, hold on. Let me say this.
You know the story. You know the story about the stereotype story about the weirdo uncle that everybody look out.
I got one.
But instead of turning the uncle in, what they do? Oh, just keep the kids away from him. First of all, if that was one of my uncles, he'd have left the planet. I'm just saying. I ain't with no type of fuckery that way. Nothing. Like if I had two uncles that I love to death. If I'd have found out they'd have left the planet. I don't care. So what? What you gonna do?
No, I definitely get it. But what I'm telling you is, brother, like listen, have you? Let me ask you: have you ever done this? Have you ever subconsciously? I'll just say, the behavior of black people as a whole. Have you ever subconsciously compared African American people's behavior to Asians, to white people, right? To Pacific Islanders, people like that. Have you ever done that? It's completely different.
Right.
It's like this thing done been through the fire a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've done it. And I think if you haven't done it, something's wrong with you. Right? But especially as a man, because as a man, you're always sizing yourself up against the competition.
Right.
No matter who they are.
But listen, see, my point is this. Man, we couldn't just inherently have developed distinguishing characteristics, behaviors, and things, or even rhythms that dramatically different from theirs. And I'm talking about as far as there's a singe, there's a fire around almost everything that we do that makes it a little bit more exciting than when other people do it. You know what I mean? Like, we're able to walk a certain way. Somebody said this. Listen, man, even the way we commit crime is different, man. It's like we got our own flair to us. So something had to happen to us.
Yeah. We do things different. It's not always a good thing, but we do things different.
We are a signature people, man, and it's apparent for the world to see. So my question, and like you said, I'm not even talking about in the ways that we do it that are bad, but the ways that we do dysfunction and stuff like that, brother, that had to come from somewhere. Man. This woman right here, that man, people aren't really just born like that. Most people know, hey, my behavior is out of check right now. Let me get myself together.
Nobody goes through what we go through.
Okay.
And
we're on the same page now. Now we're on the same page.
Nobody else is broken to the level that we are.
I agree. That's what I was trying to get to see. Do you not just only understand that, but do you even believe it? Like, you're seeing broken behavior when you see African American people.
We as a people, we're broken.
Broken people.
Way more than anyone wants to admit.
Listen, we drive our cars different from white people, different from Asian people. Even our swerve is different, man. I always know when it's a black person in a car, man. I always know. Listen, I'm going to tell you something else. Now, this might be maybe more of our socioeconomic failings. But if I see a new car and it's wrecked or something like that and it's on the highway, man, I know that's a black person's car. Listen, when white people's cars get wrecked and stuff, you don't really get a chance enough to see it because they had insurance, the car probably in the shop right now, and next time you see it, there won't be no wreck. Do you disagree with that, or have you ever thought about that? When I see a newer car that's wrecked pretty badly and it's on the highway, I'm like, that's a black person.
Nah, because
it's true.
I know this trend, and we've always, as a people, when we get a couple of dollars, we flash. So when we get a couple of dollars, especially if interest rates is low, we going to get a Scat Pack, a Hellcat, a Camaro. You know what I'm saying? We getting the BMW, the Benz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen, with our last money,
$1,000 a damn month. Even if the payment's $1,000 a damn month, I said, man, I ordered DoorDash one time, and dude brought me my shit in a Hellcat. Like, we gonna keep a Hellcat.
Nah, but man, I think what people see when they see African American people, listen, everything that white people and Asian people, everything that all of their mothers and fathers always told them, now here's what I don't want you to ever do because this will happen. Hey, I don't want you doing this or that because this could happen. I think when the world looks at African American people, what they're seeing is, or this will happen. We are the or this will happen. We've touched all of the major fires that other kids are raised to never touch. You disagree with that? Our experiences are more extreme than most of their experiences.
No, I agree 100%. And that's why you can't scare us with the, like, okay, the ICE protest. It was like, oh, if you don't come protest with us, you next. Motherfucker, we was first.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't scare us with shit we already going through.
Yeah. Listen, here's what nobody wants to admit, ZF. Man, ZF, nobody wants to admit how tough it is juggling being black in America. Listen, we are.
No,
I want you to stop me when I'm wrong.
Explain it.
We are.
You can't even explain it.
I agree. It's complicated to explain because it has become a lifestyle. Listen, we live in a place where people tell us to stop being victims whenever we convey maybe a sentiment of what we go through, maybe a complaint or something. They tell us to stop being victims and, things like that. We live in a country, ZF, where there's a popular white man going from state to state, city to city, walking up on black people, calling them niggers for no reason at all. This is openly and wide being done in a place where we live.
And raised $200,000 in it's not a GoFundMe, it's something else. But he fundraised $1,000 for his defense. He crowdfunded $200,000.
I don't think any other race of people knows what it's like to live inside of a country that hates you. That's some messed up.
There's nobody in this country. There's people in other countries who know it.
I thought you were saying you didn't agree that we lived in a country that hates us.
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
And there's people in other countries who live in countries that hate them, but nobody else in this country knows what the fuck that means, what that feels like.
It'll mess you up, man. It's psychological warfare. And then they dump this polluted, really messed up music on top of all of the other layers of damage that has been done to us systematically. If we were 6 stacks of pancakes, it would be layer after layer. Listen, it'll be 19. Like, think about all of these, man. Think about layering these on a group of people. Let's just say Jim Crow, but I don't want to go back there because people will say, I'm just going to say it the way I want to say it. Imagine layering a cake with slavery, the highest form of breakage known to mankind. But listen, let's leave that alone. Let's start right here. The 1980s crack epidemic. Layer somebody, a whole entire community with that. The fact that not only is it the most addictive substance we've ever come into contact with when we came into contact with it, but the addiction isn't the only thing that breaks you as a people. What about the people who, once we pump this into your community at scale, if we catch you touching it, and we're going to police you, over police you to make sure we catch you touching it, and every time we catch you touching it, you're getting 50 and 70 years in prison. Like, the layers of damage that have been applied to black people, let me ask you this. Would you say that we probably should be acting the way that people are seeing us act?
Honestly, I'm surprised it's not worse because on
I
top
could
of
go
that,
for that.
we're taught not even we're taught not even to defend ourselves.
Yep.
We get in trouble for defending ourselves.
Listen, you remember Jam Master, Grandmaster Jay?
Jam Master Jay?
No, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. He started that coalition that was running.
Yeah.
Look what they did to him, man. Listen, people were gambling on it. They knew that they were coming for him. Like, when you start something that could be a potential defense for African American people, listen, I saw him, bro. Listen, I've told you guys this. I've reached out to what the hell? I've reached out to his attorney to see where he's being detained at, right? Because I wanted to support it any way I could, right? They didn't even get back with me. But here's what I'm saying. I was so in tune with his movement. Bro, I saw how he would get on his own guys, guns pointed at the ground at all times. He would get on them, or he would check them. Bro, and that's what they arrested him on. When the FBI was up on those roofs and stuff like that, they say he pointed his firearm at them. He never moved like that. But going back to your point, we have to, listen. African Americans have to get permission from their enemy to create a defense to protect them from their enemy.
Right. And here's the other thing. Our moms, our single moms, bless their hearts, they do it too. Because, and it's not coming from a bad place. They want you to come home safely, right? Your mom wants you to come home safely, in one piece, with the, in the condition you walked out the door, right? That's what your mom wants. And that's not a bad thing, but it gets to the point where you get scared to defend yourself if you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do this, don't do that. You're always on edge about what you do. And it gets to the point where you're scared to defend yourself because someone else might get mad.
Yeah. I think oftentimes, bro, I just really wish that we could create a movie or show some type of the true magnitude of breakage that is in African American people, man. Like, I think I might even agree with you, man. We probably supposed to be this messed up, man. We came out the vagina like everybody else, but it was the shaping and molding and that was being done to us. Things were being done to us that statistically and historically can show to cause this effect on a group of people if you do it to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Okay. Well, Stacey, take you and I for example, right? We're two reasonably intelligent men, right? But look at the shit we've done in the street.
Yep.
Right? And if two men of above average intelligence can fall in that trap,
That's actually
what
a
help
good
is there
point.
for any? What help is there? What help is there for anybody else? Where's the
Somebody
hope
who
for
can barely
anybody else?
read, somebody who's illiterate.
Right.
What hope? I almost gotta get in the streets. I have low self esteem because nobody knows it, but I can't read. And man, yeah, them person like that, they are firecrackers. If you just apply them to something that is illegal or something like that, the dysfunction in them is going to take that thing to a whole different magnitude of dysfunction. Give him weapons, give him some deep substances, things like that. It's going to be a bad mix. And we got a lot of that in the black community. Like you said, if people like me and you have, applied ourselves to the street level and stuff like that, what does that say about the guy who's illiterate and probably wasn't raised with mom or dad? Like it's a lot of messed up components, man, to the black community that it really just has to be a curse, man. Seriously.
So and let's look at it like this, right? Let's look at it like this. So it's a system, and it's a system applied all throughout the government.
Really quick, 1,000 pardons, because I want you to implement this into what you're saying too. That man said every time blacks tried to create their own wealth, the government destroyed their business and they paid black women to be single mothers. Address that in what you was about to say too.
Okay, I'll start off with that then. All right, so everybody likes to talk about, the Greenwood district of Tulsa or Rosewood. There were over 100 of those that were destroyed.
Yep.
Over 100. And so if you talk about lynchings, you think they were just lynching random black people? No, they were lynching successful businessmen.
Yep.
Success could cost you your life in the South.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? It could cost you your life in the South. Just being successful, minding your own business, doing things the right way, right? So what kind of fear does that instill?
Listen, you got to know fear has been instilled, man. In order for 5 or 6 black men see a police officer arresting a woman with their knee in the back of her neck and choking her at the same time, and the blacks are standing up like, oh, that's fucked up. Y'all wrong for that. Like, man, that's why I told you when we first started this show tonight, we are a defeated group of people, bro. On a major level. Look, we live in a country where we have been taught, trained, and conditioned to know that we are second-class citizens to white. Look, we've been taught. Don't you ever put your hands on a white woman. We've been conditioned, man. Be careful, man. Just know that the white woman can say you did something to her, and it can get bad from there. That type of existence is PTSD.
It's not even just the women, Stacey. It's the men too.
Yeah.
When I was in kindergarten, and this is no BS. I'm in kindergarten. Little white boy punches me, right? I punch him back. Why are you mad at why am I in trouble for the reaction and he's not in trouble for the action?
Yeah.
Right? He hit me first.
But we know it's different, though.
I'm defending myself.
We know it's different.
Well, I'm saying,
you almost, like you said earlier, you almost better let him stand a chance with you.
Right.
You whoop him too bad, it'll be different.
And so imagine I'm walking around with these experiences, and this kid, he's growing up with the experience that he can just run around hitting black people whenever he wants and not get in trouble.
Right.
With no consequences. So now black boys are running around scared, and white boys are running around overconfident.
Yep. That's what I say, man. I ain't no victim, man, but I do find it useful, man, to best as I can articulate to people what our experience is, man. It's not no lie. You ain't got no large group of millions of people making up this lie for no reason or something like that. Like, what we be going through, that stuff be crazy, man. The Karens, and listen, to live in a country that you know for a fact hates you alone is traumatizing, man. I know for a fact the country I live in hates me. And
Stacey, I've said this before and I'll say it again until somebody can prove me the hell wrong. Nobody hates black people more than a white Christian.
Yeah, I go for that. Well, you know they used to hang black people in the name of pure white Christian.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's a different type of delusion right there. You done convinced yourself to believe that you're a Christian and you sitting here strangling this Negro up who ain't never done nothing to you. But you know it's all Bible prophecy as well. You know what I mean,
Right.
this
But I'm just
experience
saying.
is tough, man. And that listen, ZF, that's why you guys always hear me talking about, man, we got to create. If this boat is headed straight right now, we need to at least get this wheel one diameter in any other direction than what it's in right now. Not for us, man, but for the generations that's coming after us, man. We gotta do them that, or we will go out, bro. When me and you go on to glory, man, I think it's failure if we go and we didn't do nothing to start creating a better way for them. What the hell? What did he even allow us to come here for? If we're going to leave a bad existence, basically we're responsible how we pass this baton off, brother. We're going to leave them a shitty existence to go through because we know that it's been bad for us. With all the George Floyd riots and all that, just things. Though that's nothing, bro. The George Floyd thing was nothing but a replay of Rodney King. Like, black men.
Which wasn't nothing but a replay of Emmett Till, which wasn't nothing but a replay of John Lewis. You know what I'm saying? It's all there's nothing new. We just got to do something new.
I agree. But you know, the conversation got to start, man. Like, as men, as black men, and I'm not even talking about rich, powerful black men. I'm talking about the men who can get ideas and things like that. Man, somebody has supposed to had bridged this gap, man, because we can't hand this baton off like this. If we hand them what we have going on right now, if we hand it off to them, it would be the equivalent of handing them a diaper that has a little shit in it.
Okay. Well, Stacey, you also have to remember that us, Generation X, Black Generation X, is the first generation born with all their civil rights intact. Let's keep it a buck. If you're 60 years old or older, you weren't born with your civil rights intact, 100% intact. You were not.
Man, they trying to do away with what is. I mean, man, they trying to get us closer back to Jim Crow, man, and they doing it legally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm not even going to derail this conversation with my thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I could go for a hot minute on that. So I'm gonna leave that alone. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're still new to this. We're still figuring it out.
Nah, ZF, nah, man. We got Chat GPT. We got Grok, man.
Hold. Those are new. I'm saying, hold on. Let me cook though. We are figuring it out. Maybe not as quickly as we have as we should, but if we do it right and use the tools that are available to us, we can speed that curve up.
Bro, we don't even have the conversation going yet.
But also look at the boomers. They won't get the hell out of our way. Black boomers, they ain't going nowhere. Maxine Waters is 84 fucking years old, been in politics my entire life and is running for re-election.
I didn't know she was running for re-election. I thought she wasn't running for re-election.
No, she's running. Go be a great grandma somewhere. You are 84 fucking years old, ma'am. But they won't get out of the way. John Lewis stayed in
office. Nah, man, you can't tell me, man. Men can make anything happen, so there ain't they won't get out the way.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that's just a symptom. Babe, the boomers do not trust us because we think different than them. We don't vote. We don't vote the way that they vote out of ceremony. We don't go to church just to be there. Right? If the church ain't right, we're not going. Hey, that's Generation X.
Somebody said nobody hate black people more than black women. Black women have terminated more than 20 million black babies since 1973. What's your thoughts on that?
Okay, I did a whole deep seek dive on that. I can send you the entire conversation. Black women, whether knowingly or unknowingly, are being used as tools for YT supremacy.
Everybody
Let's keep
knows
it a
that.
buck.
Everybody knows that.
No, but whether they know it or not.
I thought you was about to
you
tell
know
us
how,
something
wait,
that I
you
hadn't
know
heard
how,
before.
you know how short-sighted. I'm saying, you know how short-sighted ignorant people can be. You know how short-sighted ignorant people can be. They might be doing it and don't realize it, but they're doing it, and I can prove it. All right. On top of on top of course,
Hey, people, we
the
done been
ABs
like,
and
listen,
the
we ain't met our nightly show goal. It's been quiet down there in that super chat area. Let's get it going, people. We are officially $40 away from our nightly goal. Let's go, people. You guys know where it is. It's the Cash App or the super chat. Let's keep it going on a Friday night. Go ahead, brother.
right. So on top of the child deletions and the ABs, right? If you think about it, where have even black women have taken feminism way farther than even the YT women
Yeah.
even thought it would go.
Yep.
Right? Because who's the main ones? Who's the ones out here talking about going to the clinic and getting rid of male babies?
Yeah.
It ain't YT women, right? It ain't YT women over here talking about they don't need us.
Yeah.
But what they really want, what they really want, is us to be responsible for them without any authority, and that equals slavery.
They can't leave the fun alone. They can't leave the fun alone. They live for a good time. They live for a good time. That's where a lot of casual sex comes from, and then there's repercussions that come from living your life like that. And so that's why you see the African American woman's life in as much disarray as you see it in, because she's not abstaining from touching the things that we shouldn't touch. She's touching whatever is said to bring pleasure in abundance, and she's touching it with no gloves on.
Right, but check this out, Stacey. They joined these YT women with the my body, my choice, right? Did they not?
Yep.
But who are they holding responsible for the choice they make with their body?
Yeah.
You can't. So if we're responsible for it and don't have authority over it, they want us to be their fucking slaves. Let's keep it real.
I think they use, like, a lot of times I think they use, like, I call them soft males, but some other people call them simps. I think they use simps as the leverage to be able to continue that mediocre fight as long as they can. You know what I mean? Because other than that, they wouldn't be able to play around this long, because the risk would be really high of, you know what I mean, dying alone and not having the funds that you need to survive the rest of your days out because you're single and things like that. They do have a little bit of leverage, because most of these women know some sucker who would take them in even after they have 2 or 3 of somebody else's kids and provide for the. So, you know, if they really had to bear the brunt of the repercussions for continuing on with that behavior, like they would be if they didn't have a cushion for it, they wouldn't have any choice but to. You would see them conforming at around the age of the late 40s. You disagree with that concept?
Honestly, I think it will be before that, before late 40s.
You could be right.
Because, but here's the thing. You're right. There's always a simp. There's always a sucker. There's always, Terrence with the 401k, who's willing to raise the streets and the ADHD out of little Glocktavius.
Yep.
Now, me personally, hey, he could little Glocktavius Jr. can go to the same penitentiary as Glocktavius Sr. They can be the LeBron and Bronny of penitentiary housing. They can be Glocktavius and Glocky. So I'm just saying, like, there's always some simp in some woman's in some average woman's DM talking about ground rising queen and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be one. There's always going to be one, and while they don't want that one,
Look at all the money these guys are
they'll
giving
take
these
that
girls
one
on
when they run out of
OnlyFans,
options.
bro.
Right? They
Some of
don't
these
want him, but
girls
they'll
got
take him
men
when
who
he
have
run out of
donated. Huh?
options. I'm saying they don't want that dude, but they'll take him.
He'll
When they
keep
run out
her
of
from not
options.
having the money she needs to live the rest of her days out. He'll do. He'll
Right.
do. And I'll cheat on
Right.
him and he
But
won't
she don't
leave.
respect him.
Yeah, I'll
She
cheat
don't
on him.
respect him.
He won't leave, and I'll just use him as that exists, man. And those men, man, jeez, man, like these men got to be crushed internally. But I guess I could imagine. Let's say that I was born not good at talking to women, and I actually get really, 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 really nervous and anxiety filled whenever a woman approaches. Maybe there would be no hope for me. And maybe I would have to. And on top of that, desperately wanting to be in a relationship with somebody. So maybe I would have to probably be a doormat or something. I don't see any other options. Somebody like that, they wouldn't have any other options to get used and stuff.
There's always gonna be the dude that will do whatever to get a little piece of something.
Yep.
Because he ain't getting it, and he built it up to be way more than it is. He's pedestalizing the box and not even the woman.
And she don't even give him that when he wanted.
Right, he's not even pedestalizing the woman as a whole. He's just pedestalizing
the box. Yep.
You know
And look, and listen, she knows herself. She knows the things that she can dangle, and she knows how far that she can go with him. She knows the things that she can dangle in front of him to get her way, to get him to buy her this, to get him to give her some money for that. I don't like having sex with him, but when I hug him, I'm gonna kiss him on his neck today. Stuff like that. Like they getting closer and closer, and they're paying money and doing all kinds of things to get closer and closer and closer to the box. Taking her out to this restaurant that other men who she wished she qualified for won't take her to.
Absolutely. And half these women don't even know where the fuck they going. Like literally. I saw a video, this woman talking about you can't take me to no chain restaurant. I want to go to Ruth Chris.
I saw that.
Ruth Chris is a chain. There's two within driving distance of my house, right? There's one in Vegas, there's one in New York, there's one in Cancun, Mexico. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, drove right past it on the way to my all-inclusive hotel. Like, man, please. But they don't even know what they're asking for.
No, you got to think about it. Look how many ask for. Listen, look how many ask for a 6-foot man or a man. They ask for things that are close to impossible. Like they ask for top 5% earners, and it'd be somebody who already got 2 kids, man.
Right. I'm saying, like, it'll be a woman that's 5'1" talking about she ain't dating nobody under 6 foot. You can't even judge 6 foot from down there.
Oh, this got to be a curse, bro. Because this stuff, under no other circumstances could this even be real. Listen, and if you watch Kendra G's show too, man, I think a lot of these people, and I don't think, man, I know a lot of those people. I don't neither. I never have. But you see clips sometimes, you know what I mean? But I honestly believe, let me ask you this, that degree of delusion with a 230-pound woman, 2 or 3 children by 2 or 3 different men, saying that they want a man who makes $150,000 a year. Those calibers of women, what percentage of them would you, that level of delusion, what percentage would you say truly exist in the black community? Shout out to Damon over here rocking out with us with the Cash App. What percentage of those of that degree of delusion would you say truly exist in the black community?
55.
We in trouble. We say that I don't know if they are. Yeah, man. So that means you're saying pretty much around 55% of the women in our community can't be reasoned with.
Absolutely not. If they weren't that delusional, they'd be married, Stacy.
You're right. Because it ain't that they ain't beautiful.
And I'm saying, so, and I don't know who started this, but I want to kick the ass. Who the fuck started this whole like now? Okay, remember when we used to have like when thick was like a size 8 dress?
Yeah.
Remember that
Yep.
when thick
Yep.
was a size 8?
Yep.
Well, now thick is a size 16.
I agree, man. Only in the black community.
No, it's spread now. It's spread
No,
now. That's where
bro.
it started.
No, bro. You're not going
That's
to
where it
see
started,
that.
but
You're not going to see that in mass in no other community, bro. They're not doing it. Them people stay in them gyms.
every race of women except for Asian women has gained weight as a collective over the last 40 years.
And hold on real quick, bro. So Tashala Nazarene says there's somebody for everybody.
No, the fuck there's not.
I'm always
impossible.
Astonished.
Mathematically impossible.
I'm always astonished at how people will latch on to something that they hear and stand on it religiously without even pondering how true it is.
There are more women on this planet and in this country than men.
And in the black community, and you know that these are those old black folklore tales that have been passed down, right? Like if you knew. I think if women really truly understand that no, there's not somebody for everybody, that they would compete harder to get their somebody.
Absolutely. It's mathematically impossible for there to be somebody for everybody.
For you guys don't know what he's mean, there are 3 million more women in America than there are men. So if we went down the line of everybody in the country getting them married, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, by the time we came to the last man, there would still be 3 million women who need to get married. Right?
So there are more.
Even in the country, even in the world. It trips me out, bro, when I see stuff like this. I'm like, man, a lot of people really are far off from having like decent information, man. Like, and that affects your life. That affects your life. When you're the type who doesn't really examine information, there's mistakes that you make that set you back maybe 5 years in life that other people, they are just, bro, listen, do you know how many the news memes and things like this that I see that the first thing I do is upload it into ChatGPT and say, is this credible? Is this real? And 98% of the time it said, no, this is not real. People are reading memes that another nigga at home whacking off made, and they're standing on it. Oprah Winfrey scheduled to buy American Airlines and pledges to only let black people ride on it. That's discrimination. And it's bad business.
That didn't really that's nobody posted that.
Yes, it was posted on Facebook.
Oh my god! See,
listen, and one of my cousins reached out to me, sent me the meme, and said, "Boy, we making moves." But he's known to be gullible.
This is what I'm saying though. People hear bad shit and don't question it, right? People hear bad shit and don't question it. Like, beauty is subjective. No, it's not. Preferences are. Yep. Beauty is a standard.
And it is known by everybody on earth.
Standard, right. But what you will accept within that standard is your preference. And some people accept standards are not subjective. Preferences are. Stop that shit. Just like that's the type shit that got all these women around here thinking every woman is a 10. Okay, if every woman is a 10, then there's 10s everywhere and 10s ain't shit. I can go replace you, number 10, beautiful woman, with the next one because she's also a 10.
Look, she's sticking to her guns, bro. Look, what did she say? Oh, that's a man. That's a man that said that. Okay, he says, as men, we have to deal with women like we deal with children. I agree with that. He said, I say about 70%. Look at the marriage of single. I don't know what he's talking about because this is the person that made that statement. There's somebody for everybody. So I don't know where this is going. There's always going to be someone that match who you are. I don't know what that means.
okay, so if I'm interpreting what he's saying correctly, I partially agree with him because I don't believe in soulmates. I believe that you are compatible with more than one person on this
I do
planet.
too. I know it for a fact.
And I honestly believe that there's more than one person. There's more than one person in your area that you could be
Extremely happy with.
extremely happy with to the end of your life.
Look, Noel
I
said
really
we are
believe that.
cooked. Look, a lot of people say that about the black community. Like we stick a fork in it.
But I'm saying, so if that's what he's saying, then I agree. If that's not what he's saying, then I don't know what he's talking about.
Listen, ZF, you know what I like in the blacking community too? I like in the black community to somebody going and getting a scat pack. Yes, it's brand new. It's brand new. And hitting the gas and just revving it all the way up to its point until it stops. That's what it's like we've done everything. We've touched everything that shouldn't be touched. We kind of have no choice, man, but to collapse, man. Like, I really do liken us to somebody going and buying a scat pack and laying a brick on the gas pedal and just letting that thing rev to its maximum RPM for like an hour straight. And what would happen to that car eventually from viscosity and everything? It seems like the black community not only has no more to give, but also can't take anymore. You disagree with that?
No, not at all. We need a reset. We really do. As a community, we need a reset.
Something has to be set in place, man, to as the mechanism for our reset, man.
But we can't agree on the reset, and that's just as big of a problem, right? That's just as big of a problem.
Man, we can't even communicate with each other. We don't need. We have no communication.
Absolutely not. I agree, and that's the main reason we can't agree on a reset.
Right.
We also, I mean, sooner or later, we just got to make better choices.
No,
You know
I think something has to be dominated into place. So it's not even optional, brother. Something has to at least get started, man. The conversation has to be brief and the building of the thing has to be established very efficiently and effectively, man, because we need to be guided. We need what will get us out of all of this is principles and morals and a code of conduct again. We need those things again, man. And they need to be reinforced. They need to be reinforced. And we need penalties back in our lives, brother. And we can't afford to wait till the world decides, till presidents decide to start doing things to reinstill morals and character. We have to take it upon ourselves to really, really get aggressive about living our lives a certain way according to certain principles, man. We really, really do. There has to be an example of a few hundred people who are living a certain way, rumored to be living a certain way, rumored to walk integrity and things like that. Like, the truth of the matter is, I don't subscribe to it like from a faith-based point, but the Nation of Islam, man, they live a certain way, man. They're not partaking in everything that the rest of, African Americans are partaking in, man. They have had teachings instilled upon them of what's disgraceful, right? What's shameful, a code of conduct in which you are supposed to live and navigate in, and certain attributes that you are not supposed to partake in, right? And man, we have, for those of you who don't know the term, when people say swallow the hook, when you go fishing, when you see your barber go down, you got to bite. I mean, probably pop it, get him on in. But if the barber goes down, and let's say you were on the phone and you weren't paying attention, and that fish has gotten to take that barber down and really actually eat what was on the hook, he swallows the hook. And the only way that you can get the hook out of him is to rip his guts out, right? Black people have swallowed the hook of all that is unholy, of all that is evil. We have learned how to take and make entertainment out of evil, take and make entertainment out of dysfunction. We are a group of people who, if you listen to how I'm conveying this right now, even in my own ears, it sounds like we have created an idol to worship.
Stacey, here's the thing. For this reset to actually happen, and it's going to come from, and the reset itself is going to be forced on us from outside the community. But for it to happen, there needs to be three things. One, there needs to be forgiveness. Two,
I agree, brother. I agree.
Appreciation. There needs to be appreciation for that forgiveness and not
agree.
entitlement. And three, there needs to be reciprocation on both sides. Period. End of story. Until that happens, we are cooked.
I agree 1,000%. And some people may not have paid attention to this. I cooled out regardless what my intentions were. My intentions were to show videos for proof so you can't say we don't do that and this and that, and then speak on it and attach a solution or education to it. But I chilled out posting content that paints black women in too negative of a light. I chilled out on posting content that I believe could potentially be used for divisiveness, even if those weren't my intentions. Because I fire out a lot of content, and it gets millions of views a month, right? I had to come to the conclusion that I am, in an instance, even if unintentionally, participating in the division between black men and black women. Because it doesn't matter. Even if you can say, no, he shows the video, she's really doing that, and he's condemning it. Not only is it painting a negative picture of black women in front of the world for the world to mock, laugh, and scoff at, but it doesn't bring black men and women any closer. And that's my ultimate goal.
But also, like, the bullshit narratives need to stop. Because everything that's being said ain't true. Right?
Like, what are you talking about?
And, okay, so I was on Darwin's panel earlier. And this woman was trying to say that, you know, just pin bullshit on black men as far as, like, the kids go, this, that, and the third. So I gave her some stats, and the main stat I gave her was that most black men do not have kids. And she's going to sit there and say, well, that's because y'all dick don't work. Man, shut up. Now we can't talk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 54% of black men don't have kids, but supposedly black men are doing all this random and raw cheek clapping and smashing that everyone says we're doing. Where are the kids to prove it?
Oh, we clapping cheeks. Ain't no doubt about that.
Oh, no, I'm not saying
black men are hypersexual individuals.
No.
I don't even think they can be controlled. These are black stallions.
The majority of black men don't have kids, though, Stacey.
They're having the SEX.
Wild...
A lot of black men have hundreds of bodies under them. I know what my number is like.
Okay.
A lot of men have hundreds of bodies under their belt.
That's the few. That's what most men.
Okay, I might go for that, though. I might go for that. Because it's those dysfunction of us that were raised in the hood that have those bodies. Other people who were raised with their dads and stuff, they got jobs and they don't even have time to be smutting around as much as we were.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the few.
Yeah, okay, I'll go for that. I'll go for that.
It's literally easier to get a woman to be your second baby mama if you already have a kid than it is to get a woman to be your first if you don't.
Yeah. But
I'm saying, so if black men is doing all this raw cheek clapping that everyone says we're doing, how come the majority of us do not have kids?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like I'll put it this way: the black men that most women want in the African American community have high body counts, and they're pulling panties down. That's a fact. Everybody I know, man. Everybody I grew up with, like, ninjas is getting down, man.
Right. But then there's that dude that wasn't in y'all. There's that crew of dudes that wasn't with y'all that got no play.
Had their life planned out and stuff like that.
Right. But the girls, they still like girls. They were still trying to get dates, but they was getting turned down. Every crew of dudes that was fly and getting chicks, there was 2 that wasn't.
Yeah, that's real. It's probably 3 that wasn't actually. Hey, I'm dropping a link down in the YouTube. If you want to come up, click that link on the YouTube, or else we're about to end the show. Click that link on the YouTube in the YouTube chat, and it'll bring you up. If you have a disagreement or you have a question or something,
So I'm just saying we have to deal with the truth and not the bullshit. So the bullshit gotta stop. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep getting caught up.
I'm going to have to spark. Like I'm going to have to get that through, man, because it's very important to me, man. The black men and black women. Like, I think in a lot of cases I think with black men, I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of black men want the honor of the victory of black women conceding to what we're accusing them of, right? I think black men really desire for black women at a collective to acknowledge the accusations against them. But we've already discovered that that's not going to happen. So this is why I truly believe that we're almost going to have to pretend that they didn't do nothing, or to black men are going to have to, if we want to, let's say a peace treaty, if we want to start communicating cordially again, that can't be brought up. Have you guys ever been in a relationship and you and your girl fall out, right? And the next time y'all around each other, y'all don't even bring up that thing because it's only going to start some bull crap. Y'all just don't even bring up the thing that happened. Y'all just move on like that thing never happened or whatever. That's how this is going to have to be. Because for one, women as a whole are very emotional creatures. Black women, hyper emotional creatures. There is no way that we can paint a picture to show them how they're moving and what needs to stop that they won't take offense to. So it's going to be honest, man. And I think black men are responsible to do so. It's going to actually take black men just requesting a sit down with black women without bringing up anything that they've done and proposing an idea that will allow us to start building from here.
Okay, well, and let's be honest. This is how shit gets twisted up. That's where the concept of what do you bring to the table comes from. It predates Kevin Samuels. It predates, O'Shea Duke Jackson. It predates all these dudes. The guy that came up with the guy that coined the term, his name is BGS Ibmore, and he's still on YouTube. But he was talking about the negotiation table. He wanted to renegotiate the social contract between black men and black women. And somehow it got turned into a relationship talking point instead of what its original meaning was.
That's crazy because that sounds like that could have, had some potential.
Right. All he wanted to do was renegotiate the contract. Okay, look, this is what you want. This is what we want. Let's negotiate. But somehow it got turned into a relationship topic. I don't know who did it, but they're dumb for doing that and twisting it. Because this talk we're having right now should have happened 15 years ago.
I agree 1,000%. Because we're just on life support at this point, man. 15 years ago, maybe some surgery we're on life support, bro. Listen, I go to these sometimes I'll go to one of these Mexican trucks, get some veggie stuff or something like that. And as I look around, whenever I see African American people, when I look around, I see a group of people who are dependent upon every other race for their survival. We depend on these people to feed us. I depend without Marsh or Kroger's, Food for Less, all of these are businesses that belong to specific people, right? What if they ever decide to say, I don't want to do this no more? And I'm just throwing this out there. What if they ever display full-on racism and remove their stores from predominantly black areas? See, because they're doing some of that stuff up in Oakland. Certain food chains that have been there for years, the violence got too crazy. We are a group of people. Our survival is dependent upon people sharing with us because we have nothing of our own. And this is the jam that we're in.
Right. And I'm saying, like, that's why I said that it's going to come, the push is going to come from outside the community, because it's going to be, at that point, it's going to take a necessity for this to happen.
I agree, man.
At this point. It's going to be a necessity. We need to just do it because we should. But sooner or later, it's going to become a necessity.
It's going to be forced up on us. And once it's forced up on us, there's going to be some casualties associated with in how it was projected our way.
But there's going to be, at that point, there's going to be even more animosity, because we're already on the brink of extinction. But then it's going to be imminent, and tempers are going to be flaring, and somebody's going to have to sit down and say, look, we need to hammer this out right now, skip all the BS, or we go away.
Who's
as
on
a
the
people.
Oh, you talking about black African American people?
Yeah.
Just think, man, there's only 40. I mean, okay, that's not a small number, but we are a dependent people. We are a dependent people.
Oh, I mean, just from a numerical standpoint, we're at a birth rate that is considered unsurvivable right now. We're at we're at like 1.4, and 1.6 is actually the break even. We're below the break even.
Listen, see, and that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to start, because I almost just said, and African American women terminated 20 million children. Like, that could have been up for us, like, for real, like, boy. So, and that's what I'm saying, man. The damage that was done that came from the female African American community is so significant that it's hard not to ever bring it up, but to bring it up sparks conflict. You see what I'm saying? So it's really going to be a Sister Shahrazad Ali said, you know, the average African American woman don't get no older wisdom wise than like 14 years old. So, and I have come to see that sometimes with women who come up here and we do the interviews, we'll have to like slow roll a very simple concept out to her. And she talking like she knows everything. I got this degree and that degree. We're really going to have to, it just got to stop, man. We're just going to have to combine, man, because it ain't even about whether or not we say black women for all they did, right? We don't have the option of getting rid of them. Because in order for the generations that are coming behind us to even be able to repair a lot of the damage and start doing things that allow them to live inside of some sense of comfortability, they need the women.
Right.
Nation can't rise any higher than its women.
Right. But okay, let's talk numbers again. Historically, 60% of men have 60% of men have children. We're below that. We're at 54.
You know what I think a lot of that is due.
Not the wrong men are having children though.
Huh? No, the birth rate is down for almost every race.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, but I'm not worried about every race.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, but I think a lot of that is due to, brother, like we stay in party mode. Black people aren't doing the things that build communities and families. Like we are in party mode. Like our girls are telling us, they've been on this show several times and admitted it, like y'all can have sex, y'all can smash, why can't we? Like that is not conducive to family building and community building. So, you know, we're stuck inside that, so we can't be having babies and things like that. And listen, not only that, let's talk about this. With one shout out to my brother Biggs over here in the situation, Miss Brenda. Listen, even with the way we are structured currently right now, single parent households, we don't have families. We have women who have children and things like that. Even from an economic standpoint, it creates a chasm where it makes less sense for black people to be having children if we're below the poverty level. Like, we're a messed up group of people, man. Like, and then when we do have the children and our finances aren't right, it creates bad, broken children, bad circumstances for the children once they come into the world. So until we can do something to boost up our economic status, then you got to be able to afford to have kids, right? He said, I just broke up with a married woman. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I agree that, man. I appreciate that 315. Yeah, I agree. I like that. Tashada said, we may be too far gone. Wives and husbands are trained in the homes, and our culture don't promote that. Yep, I agree. That sound Terry. That's what that was. That was a frightening thought.
Yeah, but also, like I said, with all the work that needs to get done, we need to start mapping out a plan. Otherwise, if we don't have a plan, we're just saying what needs to get done,
Right.
and and there can be no action behind it without a plan. So we're just talking. We need to get shit done.
I agree.
But hey, I'm gonna let you go.
You be cool, my guy. You know we'll plug up.
Yeah, yep. It's time to cuddle up with the wife, so I'm a holler.
My man's. You be cool. I've been up this late, and only two of my people done hit the cash app. I guess we about to zap up out of here. Now we definitely in a bad place. I just think it's incumbent upon this conversation has to get started. I don't think about my life. I don't really think, my life is kind of dope, to be honest. You know what I mean? What the world is this? You guys want to keep this thing going? Somebody hit us with a $10 cash app or a $5 cash app. Let's keep this thing going. You guys got me up here at 10 o'clock at night, keeping it. That is not right. So I bet you. Okay, there was no hum. Should have been a bad signal feed. Oh no, that wasn't plugged up. You know what it is, guys. Hit that Cash App, or if you want to keep this thing going. Other than that, we're about to dip up out of here. That's crazy. Dr. K been up in here. Shout out to Dr. K. All right, people, I guess we about to get up out of here. Like I said, tonight wasn't one of the nights we do the show, but I had to jump on and rock out with my people. You know what it is.